can turn the world on with her smile. Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Good morning.
Morning. Oh, you've got a special delivery letter, Mary.
Hey, it's from my Aunt Flo.
Ah.
28 cents postage due. Isn't that just like her? Who do I owe?
Ted laid it out.
Hi, Mayor. By the way, you owe me 28 cents.
Yeah. You don't have any change.
Don't worry about it.
So, what does she got to say, Mayor?
Well, it's hard to tell. Aunt Flo's a great reporter, but she has terrible handwriting. I always have trouble reading it. What? Who is Minnie Papadopoulos?
That's Minneapolis.
Oh.
She's coming to town again.
Ah. Who are the fat-bellied Vice Kings?
Football Vikings.
Vikings!
She's coming to do an article on the Vikings, and she's due to arrive today.
No kidding. Isn't that just like her? Every time she arrives, I don't know about it until she's practically here.
Hey, I wonder if Lou knows about this.
Oh, Murr, that's right. Gee, the last time she was here, they had kind of a thing, didn't they? I bet she's coming to see him.
Could be. Hey, this is interesting. I can't quite make it out, but she was either on a plane or a train with either Alfred Lunt or Alan Funt. And they were either stacked up or shacked up.
Hey, guys, guess what? I'm going to be rich. You want to know how?
Well, let's see. You're being paid by Harvard to leave your brain to Yale.
I made an investment on the advice of my accountant. I bought a business, my very own business.
Well, what kind of a business, Ted?
It's a men's hat store. It's great for tax purposes. Besides, it's a gold mine, and I have very little overhead.
Very little underhead, too.
You know what, Murray? You'd look good in a derby. And you wouldn't have to buy the whole hat, just the brim. Paint the top of your head black. Yeah.
Mr. Grant, I don't mean to bother you.
Swell.
And I can see you're busy, so I'll get right to the point.
Swell.
Mr. Grant, I just got a letter from my Aunt Flo. And look.
That's very interesting, Mary, but I don't know any Minnie Papadopoulos.
That's Minneapolis, Mr. Grant. She's coming to town.
Oh, swell.
Well, I was going to ask you to have dinner at my house tonight since Aunt Flo is coming, but since you don't seem to care.
I didn't say that.
Well, you don't seem very excited.
Forgive me, Mary. You see, it's just that I found that when I leap in the air and click my heels, all the change falls out of my pocket.
I simply thought you had some interest in my aunt, but since I can see you don't, it was presumptuous of me. I apologize. Forgive me.
What time does her flight get in?
I don't know, but I can certainly find out.
No, no bother. What hotel is she staying at?
Well, I'm not sure, but I'll let you know.
No, never mind. Mary?
Yes?
She's staying at the Ambassador. Flight gets in at 6:24. We're having drinks at 7. We'll be at your place by 8. Okay?
Who is it?
Who do you think? Pinky Toscadero.
Aunt Flo, how are you?
Sensational, kiddo. Well, how's everything in the world of make-believe journalism?
Just fine. Where's Mr. Grant?
Well, I'll play your silly game. Where's Mr. Grant?
Wait, well, wasn't he supposed to pick you up at the airport?
Oh, my gosh, you're right. I forgot. I came on a different plane. The Veep was passing through, and he offered me a seat on Air Force 2, so I naturally took it.
Air Force 2.
Well, you can't always go first class. Well, anyway, Lou will know that I came straight here, and he'll come right over. Oh, anyway, he's cute as a button when he's mad.
Oh.
Hey, who do you have to know to get a drink around this joint?
Right, coming up. So what's new in your life?
Oh, don't ask. My life does not change from day to day. It is the same dreary round of wars and riots and kings and presidents and movie stars. What's the biggest thing in your life these days?
Me? Oh. Well, I did get something kind of interesting in the mail the other
Yeah?
day. Seems I may have won a prize from Reader's Digest.
Oh, that's him. I'll get it.
Lou? Where the hell were you?
See? Cute as a button.
I waited an hour for you at the airport. You know how dull an hour at the airport is?
Oh, don't talk to me about dull. How would you like to be stacked up over Chicago with Alan Funt?
Aren't you even going to say you're sorry?
I'm sorry.
It's too late for sorry.
Mr. Grant, how would you like a drink, huh?
I had a drink. 5 drinks in my hour at the airport.
Oh, well, then no more for you, Poopsie. You get ugly when you drink.
I sure hope you both like chicken paprikash.
Would it have killed you to leave a message?
I said I'm sorry, Lou. I forgot. Now, I admit it was my fault. I had things on my mind.
Things on your mind. My. Well, I remembered, Miss Hotshot Reporter, and I had things on my mind, too. Big things.
Well, maybe they just seem big compared to your mind.
All right, then. Come on, everybody over here. Sit down. Go on. Sit. You two over here. I'm going to stay right between you and make you behave.
Oh, you are, huh?
Yes. It's ridiculous for you two to be fighting. Think of all the good times you've had together.
That's no excuse for what she did to
Oh,
me.
she's right. Now, how can we sit here and squabble in front of Mary? Let's talk about the good times. Remember that little bar on 9th Street?
Yeah. You and I had some time that night, didn't we?
As I recall, it was one of the nicest nights of my life.
Hey, you remember the weekend in St. Paul?
I get goosebumps just thinking about it.
You were dynamite, Flo.
You are no slouch yourself.
You're some kind of woman.
You're all man.
Listen, I think I better just check the oven. Dinner's coming.
She left us all alone.
That's what I was hoping for.
Me too. Because there was something I wanted to ask you.
What?
Why the hell can't you get on the right plane, hotshot?
Blow it out your ear, loudmouth.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Boy, I'm in trouble.
What's the matter, Ted?
Murray, Mayor, I'm going to level with you. Business at the hat store couldn't be worse. Can't understand it. I thought it'd be such a great idea, selling hats. I figured, how could I lose? Everybody's got at least one head.
Well, look, you've only been open for a week, Ted. Maybe things will pick up.
I hope so. Today, only one customer came to the store. Homesick Mexican who wanted to rent a hat to dance on. Didn't even have his size. But I'm not giving up hope, Murray. I want you to wear one of my hats for promotion. People will ask you where you got it, and you can send them to me, okay?
Oh, Ted, look, I practically never wear hats.
Murray, believe me, every man should wear a hat. Mayor? How's that one?
It's you.
There's no need to be nasty, Mary.
Hey, come on, Murray. Try it on. If you don't like that one, I've got plenty more.
What's going on?
Well, I brought you all hats from the store, though. Here, I want you to have this one. Hey! What a great-looking group. What do you say, Mary? Don't we look fantastic?
Like movie stars.
Did you hear that, guys?
Larry, Moe, and Curly.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Oh, now, don't tell me. One of you has a chicken under his hat, and I'm supposed to guess which one.
Come on, Ted. Let's go see the rest of your hats.
Oh, thanks, Mary. You know, I'm really worried about the store. Georgette and I went into the investment 50-50, and we've already lost all of her money.
I just thought I'd drop by and see if you were free for dinner. After all, I owe you for last night.
Sure, I'd like that. So how's life in the locker room?
Oh, it's a drag.
Huh?
Can you imagine having to spend all your time making small talk with a group of half-naked 25-year-old athletes?
Yeah. Dull, really boring.
Boy, I really envy you that assignment, Flo.
Mr. Grant follows every move the Vikings make.
Well, he's got some pretty good moves himself.
I imagine you're focusing on that great Viking defensive line.
No, actually, I think the story is in their offense.
Well, there may be a story in their offense, but the story is their defensive line.
Well, it depends on who's writing the story.
Well, if the person who's writing the story knows the first thing about the game...
Aunt Flo, would you like a cup of coffee?
Well, if the person not covering the game knew a little bit more about the game, maybe he would be writing the story.
I was covering the Vikings before you ever heard of them.
If you covering them, it's a wonder anyone ever heard of them.
Mr. Grant, you got a cup of coffee.
I would like to stay and swap childish swagger with you, Lou, but I'm going to cover a football team.
Look who's covering a football game. Somebody who doesn't know the difference between a rotating zone and a nickel defense.
You don't know your elbow from your end zone.
You want to know something, Mary? I think I'm in love with that woman.
I say, Mayor, did you get a chance to ask Lou about changing the dates for my vacation?
Oh, no, I haven't. I will as soon as I finish the rundown. I don't think it'll be any problem. He's been approving everything lately.
Hi, guys.
Boy, Lou's been in a great mood all week, hasn't he?
He has, huh? Maybe this would be a good time for me to ask him for a favor.
Ted, I wouldn't ask him for anything with that hat on.
This is a tam o' shanter, Murray. There are places where men wear these in the Army.
Right. But there are more places men wear them to stay out of the Army.
What's the favor you want to ask him?
I'm desperate, Mary. I thought I'd plug my store on the news. Oh, not an out-and-out plug. I know that. I'd be subtle. And every night on the news, I just wear a different hat.
Ted, may I tell you something? That is one of the worst. The absolute worst, most incredibly stupid and unethical ideas I have ever heard in my life.
What are some of the others?
Mr. Grant, I don't want to bother you, but
No
Murray was-
bother, Mary. You're always welcome in this office.
Well, thank you.
Can I offer you coffee or a bun?
No, really, I just wanted to
What
talk to
about
you.
tea? It's no trouble. I can just pop out and see if Murray's through with the bag.
No, thanks, really. Boy, you're really feeling great these days, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm so happy I could kiss a goat. I wish you felt that good.
Well, I feel pretty good.
But could you kiss a goat?
No.
Ah, see? That's because you're not involved in a hot romance.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Mary, your aunt is maybe the best woman I ever met in my life.
Oh, Mr. Grant.
Huh?
You know, this is the first time in my life I have ever been successful as a matchmaker. I had a hunch you two would feel this way about each other.
Feel this way? Look, if I had a little more courage, I'd ask that woman to marry me.
Are you serious? Marriage?
That's right, Mary. The big M.
Just be the most wonderful thing. Well, why don't you steal some courage and ask her?
Oh, no. I could. Well, Mary, that woman has known some of the great men of the world. Could she be willing to settle down with a big old lug like me?
You know, I have a feeling you're talking this way just so I'll disagree with you.
Sure I am. I don't even know what a lug is.
Okay, then I'll disagree with you. Mr. Grant, my aunt is leaving town tomorrow night. You could spend the rest of your life saying I should have asked her. If you want to ask her, you big lug.
I wouldn't know how to propose.
You proposed once before.
Yeah, but that was different. I don't think it would work this time.
Why? What'd you say?
Don't worry, I'll marry you.
Doesn't matter what you say. The important thing is you want to ask her.
Do you want to know something incredible? I just made up my mind to ask her.
Mr. Grant.
Do you realize what a difference this is going to make? Do you know what I do most nights after work? First, I stop and have a drink. Then I go home, make myself some dinner, watch some television, take a shower, and go to bed. Once I'm married, I'll have a drink, go home, go to bed, take a shower, have some dinner, and watch television. You know, my one regret? That you can't be my best man. Wouldn't that be great, going out with you the night before my wedding and tying one on?
Maybe they can bend a rule for us.
Yeah, this is beginning to sound like fun. Who would have thought that?
Mr. Grant, you want to know the best part?
What?
If you marry my Aunt Flo, that'll make you my Uncle Lou.
No. You wait a minute. No, you just wait a minute. Let's get one thing straight. Whatever happens, no Uncle Lou. No, ever, never, no place. You understand?
Understood. I'll call you my Uncle, Mr. Grant.
I finished that story on the Vikings, you know.
Yeah, well, listen, before you start talking about leaving, there's something very important that I want to ask you.
I know. You want to know if that rumor about Minnesota trading Tarkenton is true or not.
No, that's not it. They're thinking of trading Tarkenton?
But that isn't it. What was on your mind?
Oh, that can wait. What about Tarkenton?
It's just a rumor. Nobody's trading anybody.
Oh, thank God.
Well, now, what was it you wanted to say?
Oh, yeah. Flo, I want to marry you.
Is that a proposal?
Yeah.
Oh, some proposal. You tell me? You don't even ask?
Oh, okay. Flo, will you marry me?
No. But thank you for asking. Oh, Lou, I travel all the time. I chose a career long ago. Do you know that last year I was only in my apartment 26 nights the whole year? I can't get married to anyone.
Now, you got some nerve.
I've got some nerve not marrying you?
I had a fantastic wedding plan.
I wish I could say yes.
I even bought tickets for a honeymoon. Canada by rail. They got special cars in the back. Glass all the way around. Everywhere you look. Canada.
I've got it. Why don't we just take the honeymoon and skip the wedding?
What do you think I am? Someone you can use for a good time every time you drop by Minneapolis? I'm not cheap.
Lou, I love my work. I love my family. No, I guess I love you too. But I don't want to get married. Now listen, I'll see you the next time I come to Minneapolis.
I don't think so.
Well, would you mind if I at least called?
The phone company doesn't ask my permission. You dial, they ring.
Oh, I'll dial. You gonna be all right?
I'll be fine. Don't worry. So long.
I'll call you, Toots.
Bartender.
Yes, sir.
A drink for everyone in the house.
Great.
Give them all to me.
Grant.
Oh, hi, Mary. You looking for me?
Well, yeah, you don't usually take a 7-hour lunch.
I was hungry.
Did you, ask Aunt Flo the question you were thinking of asking her?
I asked her.
And?
I still have the ring.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to be your Uncle Lou, Mary.
Oh, Mr. Grant, I was so hoping that this would work out. How could she say no? I don't understand. Look at that beautiful ring.
Yeah. It has a lot of sentimental value. I made it out of a bullet.
It's very nice.
Yeah. It's a .22 caliber ring. Oh, boy.
It's my fault, Mr. Grant. I told you to ask her.
That's right. You're the one who talked me into it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Grant.
No. I'm sorry, Mary. I have no right to be angry with you. I'm just yelling because I don't know what else to do. I'm hurt. No, come on, Mary, don't cry. No, don't cry.
I can't help it, Mr. Grant. It's just all so lousy.
Come on, Mary. Your mascara is starting to run. You're gonna scare all the drunks in the bar.
Hey, there you are, Lou. Boy, we're really starting to worry about you. Mary, what's wrong?
Oh, you know, old waterworks here. She'll cry at anything. Believe me, Murray, it's no big deal. Just that Flo and I have been seeing a lot of each other, and we've been hitting it off pretty well. So I asked her to marry me, and she turned me down. So old Leaky Eyes here, she got pretty upset because she knows I had made a lot of plans, and I had my hopes pretty high. I really love that woman.
Hey, come on, you guys. Look, don't do this to me. And you know what a sentimental person I am. You know when I see two of my dearest friends crying that I'm going to go to pieces too? And we'll all stand here acting like fools. Now, come on. Come on, Lou, Mary, get a hold of yourselves. Get a hold of yourselves.
All right.
Yeah, enough of this. Yeah. She turned you down. Hey, guys. How's it going? Hey, guys. Why are we crying? Come on, tell me what happened. Something sad. I was afraid of that.
You know, I just read your aunt's article on the Vikings. It's very good. You know, it's funny. But the minute she left town, Lou went back to being his old self.
Think so?
Oh, come on, Mary. Don't tell me you didn't notice any difference.
No, you're right. Of course I didn't. For a couple of weeks there, it was really very sweet. Always agreeing with everybody. I must say I preferred it.
I don't know. I kind of like Lou this way.
can turn the world on with her smile, who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile. Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Yeah, but see, Uh-huh. Yeah, but see, I don't want to. Uh-huh. But listen, I keep thinking that there must be somebody else who would really rather. All right, I'll do it. Guess who that was?
An obscene call?
The Teddy Awards. They want me to be in charge of the entertainment at this year's dinner.
Oh, well, somebody's got to do it, Mayor.
But why me, Murray? To tell you the truth, I'd prefer an obscene call.
Well, who wouldn't?
Hi, guys.
Hi, Ted.
Any news on the Teddy nominations?
No, not yet.
No matter.
Good morning.
Lou, any news on the Teddy Awards?
Ted, I told you the nominations aren't in yet.
Oh, yes, they are.
They are.
About 5 minutes ago.
Well, how did we do? Was my name on it?
What?
Oh, you don't want to really know?
Oh, come
Of course
on.
we wanna
Ted,
know.
We want to know.
Well, it would just distract you from your work if I told.
Who's working?
Now, if you don't use your lips for talking, I'll use them for something else.
Well.
Lou, give it to me straight. Tell me flat out. Either Ted, you were nominated, or Ted, I haven't heard yet.
The fact is that we were all nominated.
How could we be
Yeah.
all nominated?
I know, Mary. I'm as amazed as you are. Let's face it, this is not an award-winning operation. But that one special we did on the hospital crisis was terrific, and it swept the boards. You and me as producers, Ted as narrator, Murray as writer.
Oh, boy, what about that? Everybody...
Oh, yeah. Sue Ann got one, too, for something about foul cooking.
Cooking fowl.
Yeah.
One of my best. That was the one with the segment, Capon Needs Love, too.
Yes, and surprise your guests with a Christmas goose. We're all nominated.
Oh, yeah, it's really great for you guys, but, well, I don't think it means much for me. I mean, I've been nominated before, but I never win. I don't think I'll ever win.
Murr, come on, don't talk like that. That's just...
Realistic. I admire you for it, Murray. You know your limitations. You're hardworking, but mediocre. Mary, can I see you in my dressing room for a moment?
Yes.
Mary, dear, I heard you were in charge of the entertainment portion of the Teddy Awards show this year.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I could have helped you out. I used to do a wonderfully artistic dance at private parties, but unfortunately, I don't have my costume anymore.
Oh?
Her snake died.
He died happy.
You want to see me, Ted?
Yeah, I understand you're looking for talent.
Talent?
Yeah, you are in charge of the Teddy Award show, aren't you?
Yes,
Mary?
I am.
What's this I hear about a show?
Yeah, well, I tried to get it.
I don't want my newsroom turned into a vaudeville
It
stage.
won't. I just have to locate a couple of acts.
You get all the talent you're looking for right here, Mary.
What do you do?
Name it. Comedy, impressions, ventriloquism.
Ventriloquism?
That's right. I'm a trained ventriloquist. I brought the book. I'll demonstrate it for you if you'll assist me, Mary.
Assist you?
Oh.
What do you mean?
Well, it's very simple. Just sit on my knee.
Forget it.
Come on, Mary. It's all in fun. Show what a good sport you are.
No, I'm not going to sit on his knee.
What's the matter? Is it beneath you? I mean, you feel you're too dignified, too important? Is that it?
Come to think of it, Lou, you'd make a better dummy. You're shorter than she is. Takes a big man to sit on another man's lap. Okay, all you gotta do is open your mouth when I squeeze your neck like this.
Really, very good.
Hurry up.
I do the talking. You just open your mouth when I squeeze your neck. Okay. Hi, boys and girls. This is my friend Screwy Louie. Louie, how's school these days? Okay, my teacher is cross-eyed. Your teacher is cross-eyed? Yes, she can't control her pupil. Oh, no, wait. That's not my big finish. The high point of every ventriloquist act is drinking a glass of water and singing at the same time. That's in the book. You drink this, Lou. Yankee Doodle.
Hi, Mary.
Georgette, hi.
I just had coffee with Ted, and I thought I'd stop by to say hello.
Oh, good.
Thanks for treating Teddy Bear.
Oh, what the heck? I can't take it with me.
How are you coming with the entertainment for the Teddy Award show, Mary?
Oh, not so good, Georgette. They want musical acts, and they're so hard to find.
I don't know if you'd be interested, but I've studied dancing ever since I was little. I've never danced professionally, but I have sort of a little act I worked up for a charity benefit last year.
Oh, really? I didn't know you danced. What kind of dancing do you do?
A little of everything. I'd be happy to audition for you if you'd like me to.
Well, sure, Georgette. I'd love to see you dance.
Oh, isn't it wonderful, Teddy Bear? Mary's going to audition me, and maybe I'll get to dance at the award show. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm going to go right home and limber up my gams.
That's wonderful, Georgette. Are you crazy?
What?
I don't want Georgette dancing on your show. You understand? She won't dance. Don't ask her. Because she's no good. She has no talent, Mary. Besides, I don't want my wife, Mrs. Ted Baxter, making a fool of herself in public.
Ted, why do you always assume the worst about everyone? Why do you delight in saying that Georgette's going to be lousy and that Murray's going to lose?
It's for their own good, Mary. I only think of them. I say it because I love and respect them. He's a loser and she stinks.
Can I see you for a second?
Yeah, sure. What is it, Mr. Grant?
I just wanted to tell you not to worry about Murray.
Well, I can't help it. I mean, it's bad enough that Murray's going to lose without having Ted come... Oh, you know something, don't you? And it's about the award show, isn't it? That's what it is. Is that what it is, Mr. Grant? Tell me.
Mary, calm down.
All right, I'm calm. But it is about the awards, and it is about Murray, isn't it?
Okay. But this is absolutely confidential.
Yes.
A friend I have on the nominating committee told me in strict confidence
It's okay.
that this year, Murray's going to win.
Oh, Mr. Grant, that is just sensational. Murray's gonna win.
But remember, it's top secret.
That's right, I know. Oh, Mr. Grant, that's gonna be so hard to hide. I mean, when I know a secret, my face just lights up. He's gonna guess right away.
Mary, we don't want that, do we?
No.
Wipe that smile off your face.
How can I?
Think about death. Think about pestilence and plague and war and rot and slime and putrid glop.
All right. control.
Yeah, good. Yeah?
Excuse me, Mary, you got a phone call.
I have a phone call? Murr, that's just great. Just wonderful.
Hey, what is she so happy about?
Oh, well, we were just talking about the awards dinner, how we're going to have a great time this year. We'll all get a table together, a big table like we always do, and have a ball.
Yeah, well, I don't think I'm going.
Yeah, not going. Why not?
Oh, hey, Lou, look, it's pretty embarrassing to sit there and lose year after year.
Oh, hey, Murray.
I mean,
come
why
on.
kid
What is
myself? Well, the
that?
competition is just too good, so, just gonna let it pass.
But, Murray, come here.
What?
I didn't want to tell you this, but I got the word from a guy on the committee. You're gonna win. This guy says it's a sure thing.
I'm gonna win. Lou, I can't even say the word.
Win.
Win?
Yeah.
I'm gonna win!
I gave it away, didn't I?
Yeah?
Mr. Grant, excuse me. I know you're sick of the subject of the award show, but I've run out of talent, and I've tried everybody, and I was just wondering whether or not you would think that it was right, well, ethical, for me to put myself into the show.
You? Doing what?
Singing.
It all depends. How good are you?
Well, good. Pretty good. Fair. I don't know. It's hard to be objective.
Well, I'm objective. Sing for me.
Well, gee, I
It'd
don't
be
know.
my pleasure, Mary.
Yeah, well, see, I just,
What selection were you planning to warble?
One for my baby.
One for my baby. Harold Arlen. Oh, great song. Sexy, torchy. Yeah. Wrenched from the guts of a woman who's really lived. I'd really enjoy hearing you build out that one.
Well, I really should have a piano.
Don't need a piano.
Well, it would be better with a microphone.
Don't need a microphone.
But it would be better.
It'd be better with Peggy Lee, but let's hear it anyhow.
Mr. Grant.
Sing.
It's 2:45. There's no one in the place except you and me.
There, girl. Really sell it.
So set them up, Joe. I've got a little story you ought to know.
Tell him, baby.
We're drinking, my friend,
Tell him.
to the end of a brief episode.
Tear my heart out, Mary.
So make it one for my baby and one more for the road.
Sing it out.
That long road. Well, what did you think? Why are you laughing?
Mary. Oh, you really had me going there, and I nearly fell for it. Are you kidding, you? You actually had me believing for a second there that you were going to get up and sing like that for an audience. You put me on it. I bought it. I bought it.
Well, I just thought you could use a good laugh.
The nominations in the field of daytime programming are Uncle Bob Birnbaum, Toddler's Teepee, Jackie O'Shea, Fib Your Way to Fortune, and Sue Ann Niven's Cooking Fowl. And the winner is Sue Ann Niven.
This has been some evening for WJM. First Mary and Lou win, then Ted, and now Sue Ann.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I really don't deserve your lovely tribute. The real credit should go to Tom, an 18-pound butterball turkey who gave his life so that I might stand here tonight and say thank you.
Mary, I think the entertainment is just sensational tonight.
Oh, thank you, Murr.
I haven't seen Georgette yet.
And now, before we present the award for news writing, we have one final treat from our entertainment committee.
Oh, Murray.
I can wait. I can wait.
Here's the wife of one of tonight's winners, Georgette Baxter, to ask the musical question, Steam Heat.
I got steam heat, I got steam heat, I got steam heat, but I need your love to keep away the cold. I got steam heat, I got steam heat, I got steam heat, but I can't get warm without your hand to hold. The radiator's hissing, still I need your kissing to keep me from freezing each night. I got a hot water bottle, but nothing I got will take the place of you holding me tight. I got steam heat, I got steam heat, I got steam heat, but I need your love to keep away the
Mary, I told you she bombed.
And now the nominees for news writing are Murray Slaughter, Channel 12, Mike Armstrong, Channel 11, and Barbara Chase, Channel 9.
You gonna read your speech? Yeah, well, I'm not good at memorizing.
And the winner is Mike Armstrong.
Thank you.
The winner is Mike Armstrong. What was that? The winner is Mike Armstrong.
Mike Armstrong, couldn't be here. night, so he asked me to... Well, Mike Armstrong. Nice to see you out of the sickbed. Congratulations. Isn't it great that he's here, everybody? And I just think everything is terrific.
Mr. Grant, what happened? Did you talk to your friend?
Yeah. He said he was sorry. Somebody told him in confidence, and obviously it was a mistake. Since he told me in confidence, he was sure I wouldn't tell anyone else, so there was no harm done.
Georgette, your dance was just sensational. Oh, thank you, Marie.
I apologize, Marie. I'm sorry you had to see that.
Ted,
What?
a lot of people came back afterwards and told me I was really good. And they seem to have meant it. Apparently, the reason you don't think so is because you feel threatened by my doing something well without you. So now that we understand it, let's just drop the subject. Or tonight in bed, you can play connect the dots with your own freckles.
Oh, thank you, Murray, dear. It's a glorious night. Except, of course, for you, dear.
Hey, come on. You know, you people are really embarrassing me. The awards are over. I lost, but you won, so I think we should celebrate. So let's celebrate. To the winners. Mary, Lou, Ted, and Sue Ann.
Don't leave yourself out, Murray. Here's to the loser.
I would like to hear Murray's acceptance speech.
What? Come on, Maria. I think that's a little inappropriate, don't you?
I think it's very appropriate. You read it to me last night, and I'd like everybody to hear it. Honey, please, it'll make you feel better.
Come on.
Come on, Murray.
Yeah, let's hear it, Murray.
Please.
Well, if you'd really like to hear it. Awards are nice, of course. But the main reason I'm glad I won is that somehow it's only at a time like this that you get to tell the people you work with what you think about them. And I'd like to do that now. Lou Grant, there's not a man alive that I have more respect for, or whose respect means more to me. Mary Richards, you do the impossible every day. You make people forget how beautiful you look because they're too busy realizing how beautiful you are. And now the hardest one. Ted Baxter. I said a lot of things to you in the newsroom, Ted, but there's one thing I've never said. I'd miss you if you weren't there. You're filled with joy, love, and wonder. And I like you.
Lord, Murray, why didn't you win that award?
It's okay, Ted. I don't mind.
Well, I do. If you hadn't blown it, the whole world would hear how nice I am.
a smile. Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Morning, guys.
Morning, Ted.
Ted, tell me something. Why do you wear your hat over your eyes like that?
Well, that's not his fault, Lou. It keeps slipping down as his brain shrinks.
Why do you keep doing that, Murray? Keep putting me down, talking about how dumb I am?
Well, I'm sorry, Ted. From now on, I'll only talk about how smart you are.
Okay.
Not very.
Just keep it up. Keep it up, Murray. One of these days, you'll be sorry.
Oh, good morning, Mayor. Nice day, huh?
Oh, yeah, wonderful.
Why do I get the feeling this isn't going to be my morning?
Hey, Mur, I'm sorry. I shouldn't take it out on you. I just didn't get any sleep last night.
Well, how come?
I don't know. I've started having insomnia. It's the third time this week. It's getting me crazy.
Well, don't worry, Mary. Insomnia may be annoying, but it's nothing to lose sleep over. Oh, boy.
Mur, I can't even joke about it. I mean, not being able to sleep is one of the most frustrating things in the world.
Yeah, I know. I had it a couple of times myself.
I bet you never had it 3 times in 1 week. I gotta get some help. I'm gonna see the doctor this afternoon. I'm beginning to wonder if I'll ever sleep again.
Hi, Daddy.
Barney, hey, what are you doing here?
My journalism class sent me. Hi, Miss Richards.
Your journalism class sent you for what?
A really big favor. You see, they know you work at WJM, and they want a real professional to come and give the annual guest lecture 2 weeks from tomorrow night. And I kind of promised them I could arrange it. I hope you don't mind.
Mind? Hey, why should I mind? No, it's my pleasure, baby.
Oh, good. Because we figured you being a close friend of Mr. Baxter, you're the best one to ask him.
Mr. Baxter's?
I think I'll just see if Mr. Grant wants anything.
Well, it's just that, look, you have to understand, Bonnie, I don't see Ted every day. There's no knowing when I'm going to see him again.
Hi, Mr. Baxter.
Hi, Bonnie.
Say, Ted.
What is it, Slaughter?
Say, Ted, if you got a second, I'd like to ask you something. It's sort of a favor.
Favor? You want me to do you a favor? You expect me to do you a favor? You have the gall to ask me to do you a favor?
Oh, the hell with it. Yes, Ted. I want a favor from you.
How badly do you want this favor, Slaughter?
What does that mean?
How about never insulting me again?
What?
You heard me.
Hey, come on, Ted. Insulting you is one of the greatest joys of my life. And asking me to give that up would be like asking you to give up chocolate cigarettes.
Exactly. Well, promise, Murray. You gotta promise, otherwise it's no deal.
No, Ted, never. Okay. I promise.
A favor, you say? Well, of course. Whatever it is, you got it. All you had to do was ask.
You did it, Daddy. Thanks. Wow, wait till I tell the class.
Look at this. What's going on in this newsroom today? Kids? People sleeping?
No. Let her sleep. She's been having a tough time.
She really asleep? That's what it looks like, doesn't it?
She looks so peaceful. Like a beautiful princess.
Yeah. Look at that expression. Like a sweet little baby. Like an angel.
Murph?
Yeah, wonderful.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mary. Ted is really getting me down.
Well, zing him. That always cheers you up. Give him a good shot.
Yeah, right. Hey, you've been really chipper these days.
Oh, well, Murr, I'm just sleeping so well every night. I mean, what a difference.
Yeah, so I've noticed. Hey, what did that doctor give you, anyway?
Just a simple little white pill, but oh, Murr, what a great little white pill.
Murray, have you started on that speech yet?
Oh, no, Ted.
Tut, 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 Murray. Idle hands are the devil's helper. Now, let's get cracking on that. In the meanwhile, I have half a mind to go read a book. Did you hear me, Murray? I said I have half a mind to go read a book.
Good, Ted. Enjoy the book.
Good, Ted, enjoy the book. That's witty, very witty.
Well, you're certainly being tolerant.
Now, shut up.
Mary, can I see you in my office?
Sure.
Now, what's all this about a little white pill?
Oh, I was just telling Murray about my sleeping pills.
Sleeping pills, you mean barbiturates, the kind of stuff pushers sell to school kids?
Okay, Mr. Grant, let's nip this in the bud right away. I'm not interested in whether you approve or disapprove. It's a personal matter. Now, if you have business to discuss, I'll stay. If not, please excuse me.
It's about business, Mary. About a documentary I'm planning on the dangers of sleeping pills. We're talking about business now, Mary.
Boy, you really think you're cute, don't you?
Yeah. I figure our documentary could show the terrible things that could happen to you, to one who became dependent on them.
What terrible things?
Well, for one thing, you could end up looking like this.
I presume that our documentary would also show the many cases where one was not addicted to sleeping pills.
Well, that would depend on how often one had taken them, Mary.
Suppose one had taken them every night for 2 weeks with no sign of addiction.
Mary, taking them every night for 2 weeks is addiction. How'd you like to put cold cream on this every night?
I can give up sleeping pills anytime I want.
Then do me a favor, do it tonight.
Why?
To prove you can.
That's ridiculous.
You can't stop, can you?
Yes, of course I can stop, Mr. Grant. I am not addicted.
Then prove it. For your sake.
Excuse me, Lou.
Ted, did it ever occur to you that Mary and I might be having a private talk?
Oh, come on. We're one big family here at WG, and there's no secret.
Suppose, Ted, that it's personal. Wouldn't it embarrass you to listen in on something like that?
Oh, well, yeah, if we're personal, then I'd leave.
All right, Mr. Grant, if it will make you happy, I won't take my pill tonight. And we'll just see what happens.
Good morning, Murray.
Oh, hiya, Ted.
Oh, what a day. I walked to work. I find there's nothing like a brisk walk to stimulate my brain.
You got a brand new phone.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought I missed something. You see, I don't always understand what people say. Something the matter?
No, nothing's the matter.
You're not getting sick, are you?
No, now listen,
Good,
I want to
because I'd hate to see you get ill on the day of your daughter's big class. It is tonight, isn't it?
Yes, Ted, it's tonight. Now, look, here's the speech. I just finished.
Thank you, Murray.
Good morning.
Morning, Mary.
Hey, man.
Well, I like to make idle chit-chat with you two, but I've got to memorize my address.
Oh, good. And then maybe you can memorize your phone number.
You better not be laughing, Murray.
Thanks.
Well, listen, someone's got to do it. Ian?
Come in. You took the pill, didn't you?
No.
You didn't? Hey, Mary, that's terrific.
Yeah, well.
I'm really amazed. Because I thought you were hooked for sure, but you made a monkey out of me, and I'm man enough to admit it.
Yeah, well.
Boy, am I proud of you. That took guts and determination and willpower to break that habit.
Yeah, well.
We're going to celebrate. I'm going to take you out to dinner and buy you champagne and tell the whole world about you.
I took the lousy pill.
I figured.
Mr. Grant, it's my life and it's private.
If you're going to take that attitude, I can't fight you. I can't help you until you admit you need help. I can't help you until you start to crumble. You crumbling?
Yes.
Okay. Now listen. All that you have to do is make yourself go to sleep at night. Natural sleep without pills.
Mr. Grant, I tried. Believe me, I really did try. It's got me scared now, too, because I can't do it.
Mary, you've got to. Please, for me. Tonight, no pills. Look, I'll call you tonight. And if you feel like company, I'll come right over.
All right, I'll try it.
Atta girl. But this time you gotta make it stick.
Excuse me, but I've got to talk to the two of you.
1 second, Ted. This is personal.
Personal. It's always personal. Every time I come in here, you two are always doing something personal. Well, what if I get something personal, too?
Then you're entitled to your privacy.
Exactly.
So we'll leave.
Thank you.
Thanks, Fred.
That's all right, Mr. Grant. If you need me, I'll be downstairs.
Mary? 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 Mary!
Yes? Mr. Grant!
Mary, oh, thank God. I kept phoning for over an hour and the line was busy. Finally, I called the operator and she said the phone was off the hook. I didn't know where you were.
I'm in the bathtub. I only take my phone off the hook when I'm taking a bath.
I know, but you know, what with the pills and everything, I didn't know what might have happened.
Mr. Grant, I am taking a bath. Naked.
Naked?
Yes. Many people bathe that way. And you are sitting in my bathroom watching me.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I came over here because I was worried about
I
you.
realize that, Mr.
Worried to
Grant.
death. You think I care that you're in a bathtub?
Obviously not.
You think that's why I came? I was at home with my shoes off, having a beer, nice and comfortable. You imagine I suddenly said to myself, hey, why don't I go over and see if I can cop a peek of Mary? I can't believe that you think that of me, Mary. That's a really rotten thought.
I am in no position to argue with you.
Boy, you really find out about some people.
Mary, it's me, Murray. I was worried about you. I tried to phone, but your phone was busy.
Where in here?
Mr.
Hey, you should have heard my speech tonight. I was sensational. Let me tell you what happened.
Is that the only seat you got in here?
I am taking a bath.
Hey, come on, let's get out of here.
Wait a minute. I want to read Mary my speech. Marie?
Don't you dare!
Relax, Mary. This will only take an hour.
Gone?
Yeah. Feeling sleepy?
No. After 45 minutes in a hot tub, I'm now wide awake and shriveled.
Oh, don't worry. We'll get you to sleep yet.
Oh, I hope so, Mr. Grant. I'm so tired.
I have 3 daughters of my own, you know. I've learned a little bit about putting people to sleep. Close your eyes. You'll see. It'll be easy without pills.
Excuse me, Mr. Grant.
Where are you going?
To the bathroom.
What are you going to do there?
Nothing. I'll be doing nothing.
No, you don't.
Grant, give that to me.
No, I'm sorry.
Mr. Grant, please give me the pills. I don't want to have to use force.
There. Wait a minute. If I can reach, you can reach.
That's right. Now give me my pills.
Mary, you're going to thank me for this.
Not tonight.
Yeah, sure.
I'll never get to sleep.
Yes, you will.
No, I won't.
Come on over here. Come on. Yes. Come on. Okay. Now you just do what I tell you to do. All right. Phew. Now, I want you to just breathe deeply as if you were asleep. And before you know it, you will be asleep.
This isn't going to work.
Mary, trust me. Trust me. Now, breathe deeply. Now, just put your head down. Keep your eyes closed and pretend you're asleep. Now, I'm going to do something that never failed with my kids. Yeah. I'm going to sing to you. Just keep your eyes closed and keep breathing. Over in Killarney, many years ago, my mother sang a song to me in tones so sweet and low. Just a simple little ditty in her good old Irish way. But I'd give the world to hear her sing that song to me today. Up a lazy river. Toora-loora-loora, toora-loora-la. Hush, now don't you cry. Toora-lura-lura, toora-lura-lie, toora-lura-lura. That's it, I've reached love. Mary. Mary. Time to wake up.
What? Where?
It's 7 o'clock. My doctor says it's very important to make yourself get up on schedule.
7 o'clock
Yeah.
in the morning?
Yeah.
Mr. Grant, I slept.
Mm-hmm. You sure did.
Oh, Mr. Grant,
Yeah.
thank you.
Did anyone ever tell you you snore?
I what? Did you, the whole night?
Yeah.
You, oh, Mr. Grant, thank you so much.
Yeah. That's okay. But just stick with it now. You did it once. You can do it every single night. No
Right.
more pills.
No more, I promise. Mr. Grant, just one thing, though. I didn't really snore, did I? I mean, I know it's silly and everything, but I have this horror of snoring. I didn't, did I?
What? Mary Richards snore?
Who can turn the world on with her smile? Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Oh,
Good morning, man.
coffee. Hot coffee.
Hey, what's the matter?
17 degrees out, and the heater in my car passed away.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, that's good. Do you think anyone would mind if I warmed my feet in it?
Good morning.
Oh, hi, hello.
Morning.
Murray,
Huh?
what would you do if you were me and you had to choose someone from the newsroom to go with you to the broadcasters convention?
Lou, you're kidding.
I just found out from the station manager.
That's this weekend in California.
Hollywood, to be exact. I heard yesterday it was 85 degrees.
Oh, somewhere in the world it's 85 degrees.
Well, Murray, who should I choose to go with me?
Gee, Lou, that's pretty tough. Well, I think you should be as impartial as is humanly possible.
Yeah?
Consider everything, and when you're through, pick the person with the least hair.
Sounds fair to me.
Mr. Grant, I would be perfectly willing to shave my head.
I'm only teasing, Mary. I have here in my little palm 3 tickets for an all-expense-paid weekend in Los Angeles. One for you, one for Murray, and one for me.
Hey, Lou, this is sensational.
I can't wait.
We'll leave Friday night right after the news.
Where are we going, Lou?
Oh, hi, Ted.
Where are we going?
Hey, everybody, look who's here. Lucky Ted.
Yeah, lucky Ted.
Yeah.
Why am I lucky?
You're lucky because you don't have to come with us to hot, damp, sticky, smoggy L.A. to be at some stupid broadcaster's
Oh,
convention.
no, Lou, you promised the next time there was a freebie that I would go, and this is the next time, Lou.
No, Ted, come on. No, you don't.
Lou, you promised. Don't break your promise. Please.
You're right. I promised. Okay, Ted, here's my ticket. I hope you're happy.
Thanks, Lou. Hey, won't that be fun? The 3 of us?
Yes, operator, I'd like to call Minneapolis. The area code is 612. The phone number is 555-3727. Yes, I'll hold. What are you doing, Ted?
Taping up the keyhole. I don't want anybody peeking while I'm undressing.
Ted, Mary's in that room.
All the more reason. Who knows how long she's been waiting for this chance.
Hi, Mary. Now, listen, honey, I want you to kiss all the kids goodnight for me. Yeah, and lock all the windows before you go to bed at night. Yeah, and, well, look, if you hear any noises, call me. I'll come right home. Good night, honey.
You homesick already, Murray?
I am not homesick. Look, just because a guy calls his family doesn't mean he's homesick, Ted. All it means is that he's concerned. There's nothing wrong with that.
You mind leaving a little room for me?
Sorry. I'll get it. Oh, hiya, man.
Hi, Murray. Say hello to Whitney Lewis.
Hi.
This is Murray Slaughter, our writer.
Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
And this is Ted Baxter, our anchorman.
How do you do?
Whitney's a freelance writer. She's covering the convention for one of the LA papers.
Yeah, I was hoping to be able to talk you guys into giving me an interview this evening.
Isn't that great?
Hey, yeah, terrific.
I'm doing an article about the headaches of putting on a local news show.
Well, if anyone knows about those, I do.
Right. He's one of our biggest.
Why don't you two meet us in the lounge and we'll do the interview over a drink?
Oh, great. We'll be there in a couple of minutes. I still have a few pictures to unpack.
Well, nice to meet you.
Yes, thank you.
I'll be looking forward to it.
Right.
Boy, even the writers out here look healthy.
Murray,
What?
that woman wants me.
What are you talking about, Ted?
Whitney is hot to trot.
Hey, Ted, you're nuts.
Murray, when she shook my hand, she gave a little extra squeeze. You know what that means.
Sure. She wants to pump some blood to your brain.
I'm telling you, she wants me.
Oh, boy. Hey, Ted, will you do me a favor? Listen, I want you to close your eyes and try to form a mental image of that girl in your head.
This a game?
Yeah. You got it?
Oh, yeah.
Good. Now, I want you to form a mental image of yourself. You got it? Good. Now, I want you to put those two mental images together. And tell me honestly, Ted, what is wrong with that picture?
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that picture. Now, wait a minute. Now there is. Georgette just walked into it with her lawyer.
Yeah, well, I miss you too, honey. And I love you very much. And look, if she starts to cough again, call me. I'll come right home. Goodbye. My cat has a fur ball. I'm sorry.
I guess we're a pretty dull interview.
Oh, no, not at all. I've got a lot of good stuff here.
I always forgot the funniest story of all. Murray, you remember the time the film car broke down and we couldn't get to the store, so we had to send the crew on the bus?
I remember that. It was hilarious.
Yeah? What happened?
Well, that was it. We couldn't get the crew to... Well, you know, I guess it's just funny compared to the other stories.
Well, like I said, I've got a lot of good stuff here. I just have a few more questions I'd like to ask Ted.
Sure.
Ted, how did you become an anchor man?
It all started in a small 5,000-watt radio station in Fresno, California.
Mary, would you like to dance?
Murray, I would like to dance even if there were no music.
Good. If you had said no, I would have danced alone.
Excuse us.
Oh, sure. You were saying, Ted.
Well, actually, when I first started, I had no idea of becoming a TV newsman. I wanted to be a disc jockey.
Oh, what made you change your mind?
God. I had this dream where he told me I was too good-looking for radio.
Well, he's right. You are an attractive man.
Thanks. Well, you don't want to argue with the big guy.
Listen, Ted, would you be available for an in-depth interview while you're out here this weekend?
In depth?
Yes. Maybe tomorrow, someplace where we'd have less distractions. Someplace where I could really get to know Ted Baxter, the man.
Okay. But not in the morning. I may go to Disneyland.
Tomorrow night will be just fine.
Fine. Where?
Oh, I don't know. How about your room?
My room?
I think that way we'd both be less inhibited. I'd like to find out what makes Ted Baxter tick. What he thinks about. What turns him on.
Well, I can tell you right now what turns him on.
What?
It's the way you've got your hand on his knee.
Isn't that funny? I didn't even realize I had my hand on your knee.
Well, you do. In fact, it's still there.
Is it?
Either that or my leg's on fire.
Well, to tomorrow then?
All right.
What I think may be the most memorable interview either one of us has ever had.
How's it going?
Oh, just fine. Ted and I are going to get together tomorrow and finish what we started here.
Murray? Yeah. She wants to interview me in depth.
You won't need your scuba gear for that one.
Well, excuse me. I'm sure you're all exhausted from your trip. And there's a few people with the convention I still have to interview before it gets too late. So I'll say good night. I'll be in touch with you, Ted. Mary, thanks for everything.
Oh, thank you. It was our pleasure.
Good night now.
Good night.
Good night. Gee, she's nice, isn't she?
Yeah. Nice? That woman just hit on me, Mary.
Hit on you, Ted?
She's warm for my form.
Ted, you're crazy. He told me the same thing in the room.
You guys don't believe me? That woman wants my body.
Ted, if she was a grave robber, she wouldn't want your body.
That's not funny, Mary. And I'm not lying. I'd tell you what she said, but I'm afraid to say it in mixed company.
Okay, Ted. What did she say?
She said she wanted to interview me in my room. Tell her what that means, Murray.
It means she doesn't want to be seen with you in public.
Okay, wise guy. She touched my knee.
Oh, Ted, come on. People touch people. It doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Mary, wise up. This is Hollywood. Wild parties, orgies, whips.
People don't come here just for the oranges, you know.
You know what your trouble is, Ted? You believe all those things about Hollywood. Now, trust me, it's just a town like any other. The people are no different here than any other place.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah?
Would you like to dance?
Ted Baxter, anchorman.
Hi, Ted.
Oh, hi, Whitney.
I was just leaving the hotel to go home, and I wondered what time you wanted to meet tomorrow night.
Anytime you say.
Let's make it early, huh? Say, around 8, if it's no problem.
No problem. I'm all yours.
That's what I was hoping for.
Oh, yeah, right. Murray, she's hitting on me again.
Ted, if you don't go to sleep, I'm going to start hitting on you.
I don't know what it is about you that attracted me to you so quickly. Maybe it's that fantastic silver hair of yours.
Murray, she's a hair freak.
Well, if you get a skin freak, wake me.
Listen. I'm sorry I couldn't hear you. I was clipping my toenails.
What I was trying to say, Ted, is that as soon as I met you this evening, I knew right away I felt something special for you. And seeing as how we had so little time, I thought I should let you know how I felt.
Excuse me. Someone's knocking on the door.
Ted, what is it?
Come on. Whitney's on the phone.
Oh, Ted, really?
That was just the maid. She wanted to turn my bed down.
Ted, I don't know how anybody could turn down your bed. I think you're the most exciting man I've ever met. See you tomorrow. Good night.
Gee!
You guys thought I was crazy, huh? You heard her, Murray. That beautiful woman wants me.
What do you say now?
There is no God.
Come on, Murray. Don't leave me alone.
I'm sorry, Ted. I've got to get home.
You can't be that homesick that you can't stay one more day.
It has nothing to do with homesick. It's an emergency. My kid's hamster is lethargic.
Murray, the only reason I told Whitney it was okay to come tonight was because you'd be here. If you go, who's going to save me?
Save you from what, Ted?
From myself. You're a man. You can understand what I'm going through. Well, I want to be true to Georgette, but how many times in a man's life to get a shot at a girl like Whitney? May never happen again. Sure never happened before. I know that may come as a shock to you, Mary. I know you figure a guy as good-looking as me has probably got chicks crawling all over him, but for some strange reason, it never happened to me. Closest I ever came to having a beautiful girl go for me was when I was in high school. Mona Esposito. A good-looking girl. Fantastic. One night I mustered up enough courage to ask her to go for a drive. Took up a dark, deserted road, and when we were in the middle of nowhere, I pulled over to the side and I told her we were out of gas.
What happened?
Nothing. By the time I got back with the gas, she was gone.
Mary! I'm leaving now. I just want to say goodbye.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay. See you at the office on Monday.
Yeah, I wouldn't leave if I didn't have to.
No, of course not. Hope your hamster feels better.
Mary, make him stay.
Ted, look, I already told Marie I was going home. I'll see you Monday.
Well, then give me some advice, Murray. How can I tell Whitney I'm not interested?
What are you asking me for? I had a hard enough time telling that guy I didn't want a cha-cha.
Mary, don't leave me alone.
Well, Ted, I'm sorry, but I have a dinner date.
Well, I don't know if I can resist temptation. I'm not sure how I'm going to behave with Whitney.
Ted, I can't believe what I'm hearing.
Well, I can't help it, Mary. I'm a weak person. And she's a really beautiful woman. Really beautiful, Mary. Now, don't take this the wrong way, but she makes you look like a dog. Remember, you introduced me to her. I mean, if anything happens, it's your fault.
Ted, what do you want me to do?
Save me from myself. Tell me how wrong it will be.
Aw, Ted.
Mary, really lay it on me, please.
All right. It would be bad. Really bad. Despicable. Probably the worst thing you ever did in your life. And you'll burn in hell.
You're going to have to do a lot better than that, Mary. Oh, wait a minute. Just one more thing. What would you do if you were married and something like this happened to you?
Ted, I don't know.
Mary, please. What would you do?
All right. If I were married and some man made the kind of advance...
Oh, no, not just some man. Let's say it was Robert Redford.
Robert Redford?
Right. By the way, Mary, Whitney also makes him look like a bow wow.
All right, Ted, all right. Even if it were Robert Redford. I'm sure I would just tell him straight out. I would say, Robert, it has to be Robert Redford.
And he's telling you he wants you. He needs you. He starts snibbling on your ear. Gives you little bites on the back of the neck. What would you do then?
Who did you say I was married to?
See, it isn't easy, is it?
Aw, Ted, come on.
Who is it?
It's Whitney, Ted.
Mary, it's her. Please, what'll I do?
Ted, I can't be your conscience for you. You're just going to have to be a man and do what's right.
Okay, I'll be a man. I'll do what's right. Just do me one favor.
What?
Listen at the keyhole. And if you hear me starting to enjoy myself, wait 10 minutes, then break the door down.
Hi.
Boy. Oh, great threads.
Ready for our interview?
Oh, sure. Can I go get you a typewriter?
You know that won't be necessary.
Oh, excuse me. I've got someone here in the next room I have to check on. It's got a high fever, almost as high as mine.
Ted, for crying out loud.
Relax, Mary. I've already got more than I can handle.
Ted, you get out of here this instant.
She kissed me, Mary. I'm a weak person. Please help me. I love Georgette, but that girl in there could kiss for a living.
Ted, if you really love Georgette...
I do.
Then just tell her you're sorry. Tell her you have an important business appointment in half an hour.
Where?
I don't know where, Ted. It doesn't matter where. Anywhere.
Okay. Business appointment anywhere. Okay.
Is everything okay?
Oh, fine. I just remembered that I have a very important business engagement in a half an hour.
Oh, can't you break it?
Well, I'm afraid not. I mean, business is business.
Well, okay. That's the way it has to be. That's the way it has to be.
Yeah. Well, that's the way it is. I mean, that's the way it goes. What are you gonna do? I mean, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Well, I better check on my friend. It's time to take the thermometer out. Mary, it worked.
Good.
I told her I had a business appointment, and she bought it.
Fine, fine.
Naturally, she was disappointed. What woman wouldn't be?
Ted, if you don't mind, I am trying to get dressed.
Right. Mary, thanks. I'm really grateful. I'll do the same for you if Robert Redford ever gets the hots.
Hi.
You're not feeling well? Oh.
You did say we only had a half hour.
Excuse me, I think my friend is dying. Yes?
What about me?
Oh, I'm sorry. My friend can't have any visitors.
That's not what I meant, Ted.
Hey, Whitney, there's something I've got to tell you.
Yes, Ted.
I mean, you're a beautiful woman, and I appreciate the fact that you're attracted to me. I'm a married man, and I have a wonderful wife, and I love her more than anything else in the whole world. I can't make whoopee with you. I mean, I wish I could, but I can't. I can, you know, but I can't. You have no idea how much I wish I could. But I made a vow to be faithful, and I'm not going to break that vow for any woman, even you.
You know, Ted, you're quite a guy.
Yeah, I'm quite a guy. You're not mad at me, are you?
No, Ted.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Whitney. And it was nice doing whatever it was we didn't do. Listen, I'll never forget tonight. It'll remain something very special to me always. And you're a wonderful woman to be so kind and understanding. And if you're ever in Minneapolis, please stay away from my house. Mary, everything's fine. Straightened out, perfect.
Good. Ted, I'd like you to meet Jim Sutton. This is Ted Baxter, our anchor man.
Hi. Hi. You're going out with one of the greatest ladies in the world. She's sweet, she's kind, helpful, a real angel. Thanks, Mary.
Oh, Ted, don't mention it. I'll see you in the morning.
Oh, there's just one more thing.
Yes, Ted.
If Whitney comes back, can I sleep with you tonight?
Who can turn the world on with her smile? Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile. Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Morning.
Morning, Miss.
Mr. Grant in yet?
Yeah, he's in the studio.
Anyone know what kind of mood he's in?
Terrific. In the elevator, he let me play with the buttons.
Why are you worried about Lou, Mayor?
Because, Murray, I have got to get a raise. Do you know that I have worked here for 7 years and I have only $400 in the bank? I mean, I have got to have more money. I need it.
You're getting
because-
on in years?
No.
You're not getting on in years? Time doesn't stand still for any of us, Mary.
No, Ted, it's just that that's not the reason I need more money. I happen to need more money.
Because you're a clothes horse.
Oh.
Ted, it's none of your business that she's a clothes horse.
Yes, it is. Georgette's always asking me, how come you got more clothes than she has? I had to tell her that all your dresses are reversible.
Look, you really don't expect Lou to give you a raise, do you, Mayor? I mean, you know, he's going to talk you out of it just like he does everything else.
Oh, no, not this time, Murray. I spent all weekend rehearsing just what I'm going to say to him. There is no way in the world he can turn me down.
Oh, yeah? Well, suppose he says, I just gave you a raise.
Mr. Grant, my last raise was 2 years, 11 months, and 3 weeks ago.
All right, what about, I'm sorry, Mary, the station can't afford to give you a raise.
Mr. Grant, WJM grossed 13.6% more this year than last year and 21% more than the year before that.
Good.
Suppose Lou says... What do you say to that, Mary?
I don't know, Ted.
Not as prepared as you thought, are you?
No, don't worry. There's no way in the world he can say no to a raise this time.
Morning, Mary. Come in.
Mr. Grant?
Yes?
Mr. Grant, there's something I'd like to discuss with you.
Sure, what is it?
Well, it's kind of important, what I want to discuss, Mr. Grant, and I would really appreciate it if, while I'm discussing it with you, you could look at me. Okay. Mr. Grant, in almost 3 years, I haven't... Could you not look at me in quite that way?
What way would you like me to look at you?
I don't know. What other ways have you got?
How's this?
Mr. Grant, I've come to a very important decision, and I think you should know that I am not asking. I am demanding a raise.
Mary, I think you deserve a raise as much as I deserve one.
Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Grant.
But I can't get one. And do you know why I can't? Because you're so good.
I'm not sure I understand that.
If I go upstairs and threaten to quit, well, they just let me quit. Because they know they've still got you. Same thing if you threaten to quit. They've still got me.
You mean you're saying the reason we can't get raises is because we do our job so well?
That's right. If we were both incompetents, we'd have them over a barrel. Unless we both go in together and we both threaten to quit.
No, Mr. Grant, I really, I wasn't that desperate. I mean, I just was, thinking about a few more dollars, just something to sort of make ends meet. That was,
A few dollars, Mary?
Yeah.
Say, Lou. Wait a minute, Ted.
Okay.
A few dollars, Mary? How much of a raise were you hoping for when you came in here?
Well, I don't know. I was hoping for $1,000 a year.
$1,000?
Too much, right?
Forget $1,000. You're going to get $2,000.
$2,000?
Forget $2,000. $4,000.
Lou, while we're on the subject of raises, how about one for me?
He'll be here in a moment. Thank you. Oh, Mr. Grant, I tell you, I'm so excited about this. I was thinking about it all last night. I mean, we're really going to do it, aren't we? Going to stick together and force them to give us a lot of money.
Now, Mary, be calm.
I know. To tell you the truth, I'm just sort of up.
Yeah, I know you are, but we have to go for a little strategy, huh?
Oh, right, yes, strategy. Okay, what do we do? What do we do?
Just let me do the talking and relax.
Right, relax, calm.
And it really is going to be fine, because this guy is green. He's new to the station. He's never had to deal with me before.
Oh, what a terrific picture. Look, his wife and children laughing, opening their Christmas presents.
Yeah.
What a sweet guy he must be. We're gonna kill him.
Good morning. Sorry I'm late.
Lou Grant.
Good to meet you, Lou. Really good.
And this is Mary Richards.
How do you do?
You're Mary Richards. Well, I'm glad we have this chance to get together.
Right. Now, Mel, I know you're a busy man, and we've got a new show to put on, so why don't we just get to the point? Mary and I each would like a raise.
You see, we're a team.
Sure. I see. Well, you'll find that I'm a man who doesn't like confrontations or ultimatums. In fact, that's why I left the network, so I could get away from the pressure.
Well, it's a great way to get away from pressure. Just give us what we want.
You were saying?
Oh, the network thought I left because of those things I had.
Things?
Breakdowns. Actually, they were only tension spasms. I'm a lot better off here at WJM. It's so much more calm here.
Smart move. Now, Mel, about our raises.
Well, yeah. I'll tell you what. Why don't I, to avoid any unpleasantness, write down what I think would be a fair offer for each other. Is that all right with you, Mary?
Yes, that'll be fine.
Lou, your executive producer, been here for...
11 years.
11 years. Well, I think you should get...
12 years in May.
Right. And, Mary, you've been here for...
7 years. Never absent, never late.
Well, let's see how much you should get.
I was just noticing what a beautiful family you have. They're really lovely.
Thank you. It's not mine. The pictures belong to the last man who worked here. I just keep them around to remind me that he lost his job because he spent too much time with his family. I think you'll find this very fair, Lou.
This is less than we make now.
Can't blame me for trying.
Are you going to make us a real offer or not?
Oh, okay. Tell me what you think of this.
You're not dealing with children here. We came here to discuss a raise, not to be insulted. Now, either you make us a realistic offer right now, or we're walking. Right now, right, Mary?
Well, probably.
What do you say to that?
Boy, you've really got me in a corner here. I mean, what can I say when my producer and my executive producer both threatened to quit? Just that you've got 2 weeks before I replace you, and if you're not back to work within that time at the salary I offered, I'll personally see to it that neither of you works in the television newsroom again.
You can't do that.
Lou, as I said, I don't like pressure, but I can get tough when I have to. Didn't work at a network for nothing, you know. Now, you have to excuse me. I have a meeting to go to.
But you don't scare us. We're walking.
That's right, we're walking.
Lou, please understand. It's business. Personally, I love you both. I think you're great people. In fact, I'm hoping you'll change your minds and come back to be part of the family again, back where you're appreciated, where you'll have the warmth of WJM to embrace you. If not, I'll see to it that you both die in the gutter. Have a nice day.
It's open.
Hi.
Hi. You want a beer?
Mr. Grant, it's 9 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, yeah. Some wine?
You realize that we've been out of work for 2 weeks? I don't know about you, but I'm going crazy sitting around the house with nothing to do.
Mary, I've got something to do. I'm painting this chair. This is the 27th coat. I figure it'll take 1.5 years to dry.
Mr. Grant, I think we should seriously consider going back to work.
I know, Mary. So you tell me on the phone every day.
I want to go and renegotiate our contract. Now, if you don't want to go with me, that's all right. I'll do it by myself.
But believe me, they need us far more than we need them.
You really think so?
Oh, sure. Yeah, come on in. It's open.
Oh, hiya, Mary.
Hi, Murray.
Oh, Murray, it's so good to see you. It's so good.
Why, thank you, Mary. Thank you. But you were just over at the house last night.
I just miss the office so much.
Oh. Well, I just thought I'd stop by and see how things were going. I can't tell you how much we all miss you down at the newsroom.
Yeah.
Hey, you look really good, Lou.
So how are things at the newsroom?
Well, it's not the same without you two.
Yeah. You hear that, Mary? Boy, it really must be murder to put on that show without us. How do you manage?
Well, I don't know. I guess the show just sort of runs itself.
Oh?
Well, you know, Harry edits the film, I write the stories, Ted reads them, and we go on the air.
Yeah. But Murray, who steps in when there's a crisis?
Well, knock wood, we haven't had one since you left.
Do you happen to know how Price feels about all this?
Yeah. Now, look, I think he is really very upset about you two leaving. Now, I saw him for the first time last week, and, well, he was actually stuttering.
He always stutters.
Oh. Well, I better get to work. I'll see you, Mayor. Lou.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to mention one thing. Now, look, I really respect what you two guys are doing, but you better come back soon, because I am so lonely. I'm starting to get along with Ted.
Mr. Grant, there's a time when it's smart to give in, and I think this is the time.
Mary, let me tell you what this is all about. It's not money. The thing to remember is that when people like Price think you're scared of them, they own you. Now, all my life, I've worked for other people. Probably always will. And they always think I'm independent, that I'm not scared of them. And do you know why they think that?
Because you're so tough?
No, because they're so stupid, they don't know I'm afraid of losing my job. Of course I'm afraid. Who isn't? But I don't let them find out, because once they do, they own me. And I don't want them to own me, Mary. For some dumb reason. I don't want them to own you. So, what do you say? Are you with me?
Oh, shut up and get me a beer.
Hi,
Georgette, hi.
Well, we haven't seen you since you've been out of work. Ted'll be right in. We just thought we'd stop by and cheer you up.
Oh, that's sweet, Georgette. I could use a little cheering up today. Just hasn't been a good day. The dryer in the laundry room broke. I'm having to hang all my wet things all over the place. I just hope it doesn't rain.
It never fails. The minute you wash your underwear, it rains.
Hi, Ted.
Oh, Lord, Mary, it's come to this. You're taking in laundry. Georgette, we got to do something to help her. From now on, we're bringing all our laundry to Mary.
Ted, if you'll
No,
just
no,
slow
Mary, you're
down
going to get
for a
everything.
minute.
The sheets, the pillowcases.
Ted, I am not taking in laundry. This is my laundry. I don't want yours.
Oh, thank goodness. Mr. Wong would never have forgiven me.
Would you like some coffee?
Yeah, great.
How are the kids?
Oh, fine, Mary. Oh, the baby's so cute. I wish you could see some pictures, but we're not the kind of parents who like to bore people with baby pictures, so we don't have any.
Oh, that's too bad. I haven't seen her in so long.
Well, the baby looks just like Georgette. She does a sensational imitation of her. Georgette, do some of the faces she did this morning.
No, Ted.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, okay. This is what she looked like when Ted tickled her.
Show the one she made when I asked her if she wanted a kiss.
Okay, that's this one.
When do you see this one, Mary? This is when I threw her up in the air.
Oh, that's really darling.
So, what's new with you, Mary?
Well,
oh, listen, before you answer, I better call the sitter. That is, if I can get through to her. She's probably calling Europe on my phone.
How is everything going, Mary?
Oh, Georgette, this isn't a good day to ask me. I tell you, for the first time in my life, No, I'm not going to bother you with this.
Mary, don't be silly. I'm your friend. Tell me. For the first time in your life, you what?
In debt up to my earlobes.
Well, what a classy place to be in debt up to.
Oh, Georgette, the rent is 3 days overdue. I don't know where I'm going to get it. I don't have any money in the bank. My parents offered to help, but I'm not going to accept money from anybody. I never have.
Well, you're going to take some money from us.
No, I'm not, Georgette.
Okay, listen, Mary Richards, and you listen good. You are taking our money.
Georgette, I can't.
I don't understand a world where it's okay to take love from somebody, but not to accept a few dollars. If you don't let us help you, you're not our friend.
Okay, thanks, Georgette. And I'll pay you back really soon.
Oh, I know. Hey, Ted! Ted!
I was right. She was on the phone. She was probably drinking all my liquor, too. That's the last time I'm ever going to let my mother babysit.
Forget about that. I have wonderful news for you.
Really? What is it?
Mary has agreed to accept money from us.
Good. How much money has she agreed to accept?
We haven't discussed it yet, but I thought you could give her a blank check.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be better if you signed it?
Better for whom?
Please, I can't. This is too embarrassing for me. I really can't accept your money.
I don't know about you, Georgia, but I wouldn't want to embarrass Mary.
Ted, if you don't give Mary the money, I'm going to tell everybody.
Okay, not that. Give it.
Tell everybody what?
Oh, it could be any one of 100 things. I'm not worried about this, Mary. Because I know you're not the kind of person to take advantage of a situation and fill in some crazy amount.
Ted, just give Mary the check.
Ted, thank you, and I'll pay you back.
Whatever's good, whatever's good.
Goodbye. Mr. Grant, this has gone far enough. I don't know about you, but I am marching myself into Mel Price's office, and I am renegotiating my contract. Now, if you want to go with me, you are more than welcome. If not, I'm going to do it by myself. Don't tell me things aren't that bad yet. I just accepted money from Ted Baxter. Mr. Grant, there's someone at the door. I'll have to call you back.
Mary, I just want you to know that I'm ashamed of the way that I acted before. You can write any amount you want on that check, any amount you need. $500 if you need it.
Ted, I'm not going to cash the check.
In that case, make it 1,000.
Mary, I'm telling you, this is a mistake. He's going to own you.
Somebody better, Mr. Grant. I can't afford to keep myself.
Good morning. How are you?
Morning. Well, thank you.
Good. So, what can I do for you?
Well, it's been some time since our negotiations broke down, and since you haven't as yet found anyone to replace us...
No, but we are very, very close.
You are?
Don't give us that. He's bluffing.
Mr.
He's just
Grant.
saying that to scare us.
It's all right. I like a man with a false sense of bravado.
He's bluffing. Continue.
As I was saying, Mr. Grant and I were wondering if you would like to reopen the negotiations.
Certainly. Well, there's nothing to negotiate. I have just so much money for you. Here's the figure. The two of you can divide it up any way you like.
That'll be fine.
No, it won't. It stinks. He's just throwing a slab of raw meat on the table and having us fight over it like a couple of slobbering animals. And we won't do it.
Oh, Mr. Grant, why not?
Mary, this is our final offer. I'll leave the two of you alone to figure out how you'd like to split it up. Sure hope you're coming back, Lou. I like you. You're like me. Honest. Straightforward. And by the way, I was bluffing before.
Well, what sort of a raise did he offer us?
It's not bad, Mr. Grant. $5,000 a year to split however we like.
Mm-hmm.
So, how do you want to divide it?
I don't care. It doesn't matter. You decide.
Oh, no. No, Mr. Grant, please don't put me in that position.
Mary, you negotiated the raise. You decide how we split it up. Just remember that I've been working here for 11 years. 12 years in May. And I think I've been doing a good job.
Oh, Mr. Grant, please don't do this to me.
I'm just a guy who's had to work hard all his life. Never had the benefit of a college education. Never saved any money. You know, what with having to raise 3 wonderful children, alimony payments. I don't know how many good years I have left. All I ask is to have a little something put aside for the time when I need it. So go ahead, you decide.
All right, I'll tell you what we do. You write down how much you'd like, and I'll write down how much I'd like. Maybe it'll work out.
Fair enough.
How much did you write down?
$5,000. Right. Now, if you wrote down a 0, Mary, we've got no problem.
Oh, that's very funny, Mr. Grant.
Did you write down a 0, Mary?
No, I wrote down 3 zeros with a 2 in front.
Ah. That's what it would take to make you happy. $2,000?
Well, yes.
I mean, really happy. So happy that you'd sparkle and light up like a Christmas tree. That's what it would take?
That would do it.
And it's worth it, damn it. It's worth it to see you light up like a Christmas tree. Mary, I'm going to spend $2,000 just to see that smile.
Thank you, Mr. Grant.
I got rooked.
Who can turn the world on with her smile? Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Murray?
Yeah?
I just got a challenge from the guys at Channel 10 for another softball game. I want you to catch.
Oh, hey, no, Lou, I don't want to catch.
You know, what difference does a position make? Pitch, catch, who cares?
Who's going to pitch?
I am.
You pitched the last time. You always pitch, Lou. Come on, let me pitch.
All right, you can pitch.
Hey,
I'll
thanks,
catch. Let's see. I'll get Fred to play first. And then I'll get you.
What about me?
What do you mean, what about you? What about you?
Well, Mr. Grant, you are going to include women on the softball team, aren't you?
Oh, come on. Don't start with that. It's been such a nice day. The sun was shining. The birds were chirping.
Mr. Grant, there is no reason in the world that softball should be exclusively male. Or that you should think only of the men in the newsroom when you are choosing your team. No reason. Nothing to do with glands or physical size. There is no reason.
Okay, Mary. Okay, you're right. What position do you play?
Name some of the positions.
I'll keep you in mind.
Guys, just heard about the challenge from Channel 10.
Kind of short notice, but I'll keep my pitching arm in shape. Never mind, Ted. Murray's gonna pitch.
What do you mean, Murray? Why Murray?
Lou said I could.
Well, it's my turn, Lou. I mean, let me pitch. I mean, it's not fair. Please, Lou.
Let him pitch, Murray.
No, Lou, you promised I could pitch.
Mr. Grant, I take it all back. I never want to hear women doing this.
Ted, Murray's gonna pitch.
Well, if he pitches, I'm not playing.
You will if I say so.
Okay, I'll play.
But I'll play lousy. He'll do everything wrong, make a laughing stock out of the newsroom.
That's all we've ever asked you for, Ted.
Let's go, Newsies. Hop to it. Come on, Lou. It's time for the station manager's reception.
Oh, yeah. I'll get my jacket. Reception? I don't know anything about a reception. Who's it for?
Carl Heller. Professor Carl Heller.
Oh, Professor Carl Heller. Well, that's different. Why don't you say so?
Ted, do you have the slightest idea who Carl Heller is?
Well, of course I do, Mary. He's a famous scientist.
I know.
Psychiatrist? Podiatrist. The governor of Minnesota?
You don't even know who our governor is?
They only keep changing every 3 or 4 years.
Carl Heller is a friend of the station manager's. Former Harvard professor. You must have heard of him, Ted. He's been on all the talk shows. He's always writing articles for magazines. He'll be teaching a few courses here at the university.
Oh, big deal. You know what they say about teaching? Those who can do, those who can't, don't.
As I told Johnny Carson, 5 minutes is inadequate to review a book of any merit. But for this piece of trash, it was excessive.
Gee, I kind of like that book. I thought it had real atmosphere.
So does a garbage dump. But they don't expect you to read it.
I think maybe I'll get another drink.
Carl, I'd like you to meet Mary Richards, the producer of our news. I'm charmed.
How do you do?
Tell me, Miss Richards, are all the women in Minneapolis as lovely as you?
Yes. I just adored your article in Harper's, Carl, on modern theater.
Oh, yes. I love the theater. I just saw a revival of My Fair Lady. What a perfect show.
Well, I personally have nothing against derivative schmaltz.
Granted, it has flaws.
But I don't see how a marriage of second-rate Shaw with third-rate operetta can produce anything but drivel.
Not a great show by any means, but the costumes.
Hollow pomp, draped in fruity decadence.
Check. I think I'm going to just get another drink.
I think the proper function of drama should be to shatter our complacency and to scar our souls.
I do that on my show.
Professor, I'm Murray Slaughter. I've enjoyed your writing.
Thank you, thank you. I'd rather you hadn't. What we enjoy, we forget. What irritates stays with us.
That reminds me. Do you know Ted Baxter?
Professor, I understand your ace is in the brain game. Of whom is this person doing a parody? We had a couple of eggheads in my family, and yet I'm the one who became rich and famous. Funny, isn't it? No, not really. One never goes broke underestimating the public's taste. Ha ha.
Carl and I were just discussing theater.
Well, I'm a movie buff myself. I love to watch them on television.
That's where they belong.
Come on, you must like some movies.
Well, at its best, which it seldom is, a film can be powerful. There was one absolutely first-rate Ukrainian film at the last festival. It was called Blood on a Dog's Face. It was about deformity.
Oh, boy.
But somehow the subtitles missed all the whimsy.
Well, maybe I should get another drink for when I finish this. You want to know something? That guy's a pain in the neck.
I have an even lower opinion of him.
Well, you all met the guest of honor?
Oh, sure have.
And what do you think?
Haven't stopped talking about him.
Ah, good. Then you're going to love the brainstorm I just had. I feel that the 6 o'clock news has become bland and predictable. Huh? Well, it lacks controversy, Lou. And I was just thinking, wouldn't Carl be a great addition?
To what?
To the news. Critic at large, regular spot once a week. Books, movies, restaurants, theater, you name it.
Critic at large?
Well, let's try it one night, Lou, see how it goes. I like the idea myself.
But why are you so set on the idea of using Carl Heller?
Because he's honest, Mary. Because he says what he really thinks. And I prize that quality above all others.
Ah, well, in that case, would you like to know what I really think of this idea?
No.
A surprise turn of events when a plucky grandmother climbed the tree herself, snared the fugitive canary in a handkerchief, and fed it to her cat.
Carl Heller's coming on.
And now it's time to introduce WGM's new critic at large, Carl Heller. We hope you enjoy him, but it's just a tryout, so if he bombs, he goes right down the old. And now, the distinguished Professor Carl Heller. Carl, what are you going to criticize tonight?
When I accepted the job as cultural watchdog to this metropolis, my immediate question was, what sort of people live here? At first glance, this town might appear to be an enclave of benighted yahoos.
Well, I couldn't agree more. Unless, of course, that's bad.
I wonder, are their cultural pretensions as vacant as their smiles? Is this really the heartland of what Mencken called the bourgeoisie?
He just called our entire audience boobs and yahoos.
Maybe that was just a teaser. Maybe he was kidding.
It is said that the people get the culture they deserve. In the nights to come, we shall try to find out exactly why no first-rate art has ever been created in this big, but intellectually famished, arid, and sterile city.
This is Ted Baxter saying goodnight from Phoenix, Arizona.
intellectually famished, arid, sterile city. How could he say that about Minneapolis?
That is the cruelest man I have ever seen. I think I'm in love.
Hello? Hey, wait a minute. That is not our responsibility, mister. We don't know. Hello? Hello?
Yes, I know. No. Yes, I know. No, it was not our idea. No, it really...
No, we are not responsible. No, that does not reflect our opinion.
I think we have just witnessed the shortest career in the history of television.
Well, how was that for openness?
How was that? You want to know how that was?
55 calls. 55 angry phone calls through the switchboard in 1 minute. I can't believe it.
Well, you should hear the calls we're getting here.
Listen, Carl. I know I said I'd like you to appear on the show once a week, but I've changed my mind. Once a week isn't enough. I'd like to make this a nightly event.
And speaking of nightly events, we ought to get to know each other better.
Now, what are you doing? You yourself said we never had so many complaints.
Exactly, Lou. Complaints mean controversy. And controversy builds ratings.
Well, if controversy is all you want, Mel, why don't we just have Mary here deliver the news topless?
Let's see how this works out first.
What a man, Mary, and what poise. Oh, he really knows how to treat a woman. Not once did I have to yell start.
It's the worst game I ever played in my life.
Boy, were we lousy.
Really miserable. We just look rotten. Our entire team got one hit.
Take me out to the boat.
Guess who got it?
Hey, guys, it's just a game. Matters not who won or lost, only that I played great and the rest of you sucked eggs.
Ted, just because you got a lucky hit doesn't mean you played great.
Lucky? You call my hit lucky, Mary?
I do. With 2 out in the ninth and us 26 runs behind, Ted, I really don't believe anyone was expecting you to bunt.
And how many lucky hits did you have, Lou?
Let me see. What was my average? 1 out of 3. Wait a minute. I walked. That doesn't count. 1 out of 2. 1 out of 2. Not bad. Let me know the next time either of you bats 400.
Mr. Grant, does this mean we may have heard the end of softball for a while?
No, Mary, does not mean that. It means that we're going to shake this team up, have some practices, challenge Channel 10 again, and beat the daylights out of them.
Oh, Lou, you are so adorable when you're childish.
Yeah. I imagine at your age, everyone seems childish.
Must be my maternal instinct. Right now I have an overwhelming urge to diaper your head.
Mr. Grant, the reason I asked that question is that if we could table sports for just a while, I would like to discuss our resident critic.
Yeah, you're right. We're going to have to do something about that jerk.
Well, now, wait just a minute. I will not have Carl Heller called a jerk by anybody. Well, you may not agree with the man's opinions, but he is charming, witty, intelligent.
Mary, I wondered, did you have any plans for this evening?
And desperately hard up.
I've been given the name of what is purported to be the best French restaurant in town. I just wondered if you care to dine with me tonight.
Well,
would you excuse us for a minute, Carl? Mary, can I see you for a moment? Something important came up. Just stay right there. We'll be right back in a second. It's really not important. She'll be right back. Mary? Now, I think you'll agree with me that I seldom get involved in your social life. Right?
Are you kidding? You constantly get involved in my social life.
Right. Okay. Mary, since I constantly get involved in your social life, I think you'll agree with me that one more time won't hurt. She'll be right out, Carl. Somebody's got to talk to Carl about toning down his reviews. And nothing puts a guy in a more receptive mood than good food, good wine, and the company of a beautiful woman. Now, I am going to ask you to go out with Carl for the good of the station and everybody involved. So, Mary, please, for everybody's sake, won't you go out with him?
Sure, I was going to say yes anyway.
Ready to taste the wine now, sir?
No, thank you, not yet. I would like to give it a little time to breathe.
I think it has breathed sufficiently, sir.
I will be the judge of that.
As you wish.
The shrimp is just delicious, Carl.
Is it fresh? It looks frozen.
Well, I don't know. It doesn't seem to really matter, though. It's very good.
But, Mary, it should be fresh. It would be an outrage to serve frozen shrimp at prices like these. Let me try them.
Fresh. Very fresh.
Everything all right?
Fresh. Fine. Thank you. Fine.
I thought his manner was a little perfunctory, didn't you? Perhaps I should speak with him.
No, Carl, please, no. Everything is just lovely, really. And thank you very much for inviting me.
Mary, I have to confess that I have a weakness for the company of beautiful women.
Well, thank you very much.
I have very high standards in women, as in everything.
Well, that's very
Only
nice.
the best will do. Would you like some wine?
Yes, thank you.
Somni, I will taste that now, please.
Actually, Carl, that's something that I wanted to talk to you about. I think your standards are a little too high.
How so?
Well, on the news, we are supposed to appeal to the public, you know, not just to the intellectual elite. But you never seem to praise or recommend anything. I mean, you can be too critical, you know.
You really think so?
Well, yes, I do. I mean, just being negative isn't really being constructive. But if you were to point out some of the good things about our city and be encouraging and supportive...
This won't do.
I beg your pardon.
This wine is bad.
It tastes fine to me, sir.
Monsieur, I do not care how it tastes to you. Would you kindly bring another bottle?
I'll speak to the maitre d'.
How dare they? I mean, how do they have the gall to serve wine like that?
I don't know. Carl, is it really important enough to make such a...
I tell you how they dare, Mary. The public puts up with it. People are cattle. They'll accept anything. Well, I won't.
Something the matter with the wine, sir?
Something the matter with it? Yes, you might say that.
Carl, it really doesn't matter. I didn't want to wine.
Besides the fact that it has no bouquet, no body, no character, it is corked, cloudy, bitter, overpriced, and totally unacceptable.
Maybe that first swallow just went down the wrong way.
I'm afraid my sommelier doesn't agree with you.
I don't care whether your sommelier agrees with me or not. I am the customer, and that wine is bad.
My shrimp was very good, though. Really.
I know wine, and this is an outrage.
Carl, please.
You charge $40 for a bottle of wine that has turned, and then you have the arrogance to argue with me instead of apologizing. You've just lost 2 customers. If you expect to charge these prices, then you better start treating the public with courtesy instead of condescension, or you won't have any public left. Come on, Mary, let's go.
And next time, make sure the shrimp is fresh.
Miss LaRue later explained her costume to Vice Squad officers by saying she was an unemployed lion tamer. Tonight, our critic at large turns his attention to the TV scene. Carl?
Well, I wonder who Jack the Ripper will attack tonight.
I think it is only fair that we apply the same critical standards to television that we do to anything else. Very sound thinking. Thank you. I think our first task ought to be to put our own house in order.
Just call them the way you see them, Carl. Let the chipperinos fall where they may.
What you're watching at this very moment is a classic example of what is wrong with television in this town. It is the pursuit of personality at the expense of competence.
I'm not sure I understand.
I'm sure you don't. Let's face it, WJM is the biggest offender in that regard. From the dowdy frumpery of the Happy Homemaker show to the bumbling, foot-in-the-mouth delivery of a certain anchorman. And backing them up right down the line are dull writing, inept staging, and high school production methods. Well, there you are. The Emperor has no clothes. Tomorrow we shall look at some of the other stations in town and see if they fare any better. Meanwhile, this is Carl Heller saying, let the viewer beware.
High school production methods?
Dull writing. Boy, he didn't miss anybody, did he?
Murray, be a good guy and go buy me a gun.
Look, Lou, I don't like this any better than you do, but we've got to stay calm.
I'm calm. That's one of the things the Army taught me, how to kill calmly.
Bumbling? Do you think that's a nice thing to say about anybody, bumbling? My mother watches this show.
What's the matter with you? If we dish it out, we ought to be able to take it.
Okay, Carl. Let's see if you can take it.
No, Mr. Grant, please, no, please. Don't. Let me handle this. You creep. Who do you think you are? What new show did you ever produce? Or anything else for that matter?
Mary, you don't have to be a chicken to judge an egg.
Have you no sense of proportion? Criticizing a multi-million-dollar movie is one thing. But to publicly attack the individual workers at a tiny television station who are simply doing the best job they can is nothing but sadistic bullying by an arrogant snob. Now hit him.
Lou, I'll flip you for it.
Come, come, gentlemen, I'm not afraid of either of you.
You're not?
You wouldn't hit me, Lou, because that would mean that you can't take criticism. And deep down, both of you know that my criticism was just. And in your business, you can't attack old-fashioned honesty, can you? So long as I deal in truths, no matter how unpleasant, I have nothing to fear.
All right, Professor.
I have nothing to fear from you either. You're sensible, rational people. And sensible, rational people do not throw either pies or punches at someone's face for simply stating an honest opinion. Only a fool would vent his frustration in those ways.
Well, he's fired.
Well, how'd you work that?
I didn't. Apparently, the station manager isn't that thrilled by honesty when it comes to his own shows.
You know, in a way, it really isn't fair.
I know. I thought the same thing myself.
I mean, I don't like what Carl said, but the station manager did. He wanted controversy.
Yeah, he wanted him to attack things.
He wanted him to say what he thought.
So, it was hypocritical of him to fire him.
Very hypocritical.
Not right at all.
Who can turn the world on with her smile? Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Hi, Mary.
Hi, Georgette. How are you?
Just fine. We just came from lunch.
Yeah, terrific place. Great atmosphere.
Yeah, it was behind a car wash. The food wasn't good, but the dishes were spotless.
Well, actually, the lunch was kind of a celebration in honor of my raise.
What raise? You haven't renegotiated your contract yet.
It's just a mere formality, Mary. Lou's going to give me a raise this year.
Oh, what makes you so sure?
Because I got a new agent. Someone who believes in me, cares about my welfare. Someone who's willing to march into Lou's office and do battle for me.
Who's your new agent?
I am.
You're going to represent Ted?
Uh-huh. He's even paying me the standard agent's fee, 1%.
1%?
Georgette, you better be going home.
Oh, should I?
Yeah, I'll see you later. You go home and practice being tough.
Hi, Georgette.
Hi, Lou. Wait, I meant hi, Lou.
What was that about?
Well, Lou, you know my contract is up for renegotiation.
Huh?
And this year I've chosen to be represented by a new agent. Who? Georgette.
Oh, no, Ted. I don't negotiate with wives, especially Georgette.
But Lou!
That's final, Ted.
All right, all right. Took her out to lunch for nothing.
Mary, I need a small favor. Can you sew?
Oh, not very well. What do you need, a button or something?
No, some alterations on my old Army uniform. Nothing to it, nothing to it. Just let out the jacket about 3 inches and the pants about 4.
Are you crazy?
Mary, I wouldn't ask you if it wasn't urgent.
Well, what's up, Lou? You expecting a war?
Worse. My old Army buddies have a reunion every 10 years, and this year they're having it in Minneapolis, so I have to show up.
Mr. Grant, I am not a seamstress.
Well, I'm sorry. I guess I'll have to try and let it out myself. I just want to tell you one thing, Mary. If my pants fall down, it'll be on your head.
Who is it?
Master Sergeant Lou Grant.
Oh, my God.
Mary, say hi to my old Army pal, Ben Selwyn.
Hi.
Hey, I'm sorry. I wanted to take him home after the reunion broke up, but he wouldn't listen.
Mary, Ben and I had an argument. Ben here said that there were no great broads left in the world, and I said that there are.
Broads?
Mm-hmm. You know, the kind a couple of guys could pop in on in the middle of the night and she wouldn't get mad. And the kind who would invite them in and make them breakfast and sober them up.
Oh? And who might that be?
Ah, you know, Mary, you're a great broad.
Broad, Mr. Grant?
Oh, come on, Mary. Don't give me that broad, Mr. Grant. That's a compliment.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Mary, you have a reputation to protect.
I never wanted a reputation as a great broad.
Well, you got one now, so you better live up to it. Please, Mary. A soldier's honor is at stake here.
So, what'll you two doughboys have?
Coffee will be fine. Great broad.
Yeah. Isn't she? Mary, would you believe it, but Ben here saved my life during the war? I mean it. If it weren't for him, I wouldn't be sitting here right now.
Thanks a lot, Ben.
What happened was that I went AWOL. And when they came around to take a bed check, Ben here took care of it by slipping under the covers. But he never got back to his own bed in time. So they marked him AWOL, and they threw him into the stockade.
Come on, Lou, it was nothing.
Nothing. Nothing. Yeah. Mary? 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 Do you know who was in charge of that stockade?
I haven't a clue.
Maurice the ape. The hairiest guy you ever saw. If you like guys with hair all over their bodies, you would have loved this guy. I mean,
he used to be able to hide sandwiches in his chest.
Ooh, was he rotten. Mean and rotten. You know, if he got a guy that he didn't like, you know what he used to do to them?
Wake them up at 3 in the morning?
No. He used to lift them up and bang their heads on the ceiling until their brains got like scrambled eggs.
Mr. Grant, please.
Luckily, all he ever did to me was break my nose and loosen a couple of teeth. For some reason, he liked me.
That was 30 years ago, Mary, and this bum here still won't tell me how I can pay him back. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hey, listen.
Yes,
listen,
yes.
Listen. I realized that I was crazy breaking in on you like this. I guess I had a little too much to drink.
Oh.
Yeah. And I wasn't thinking straight. I'm really sorry. Really, but you're not mad at me, are you?
No.
Are you sure you're not mad at me?
I'm sure I'm not mad at you.
Oh, good. All right, guys, come on in. Hey, where's that?
All right, Mr. Grant.
Bad hangover, huh?
The worst. After he left my place, he went out drinking all night with the boys.
Well, it figures. You know, I came in early this morning and caught him trying to hide all the typewriters.
Well, let's just make sure that nobody bothers him today.
Oh, relax, man. Nobody around here is going to be dumb enough to go near him.
Hi, guys. Lou in?
He must listen at the door.
Ted, would you hold it down? Mr. Grant has a terrible hangover.
Hangover? Terrific.
Terrific?
Yeah, because I have to go in there and negotiate with him. And you have a much better chance of getting whatever you want when the guy you're negotiating with is at a disadvantage.
Yeah, well, Ted, I don't think today is a good day to talk to him about anything.
Oh, don't be silly. When am I going to get another chance like this? It's like taking candy from a baby.
Hi, Lou. Ted?
Yeah, I came to negotiate.
Go away before I eat your face.
No. You wouldn't negotiate with Georgette, so you're going to have to negotiate with me, Lou.
Some other time, Ted.
Now, Lou.
Okay, Ted, okay, but soft, very soft.
Okay. Now, in addition to more money, these are some of the other things I want. First, I want my dressing room redecorated, and I don't just mean a paint job. That's what you always give me, a paint job. This year, I want wallpaper, a new rug, some Danish modern furniture, and maybe a cat. Okay, it doesn't have to be a real cat. Say, you think we might be able to discuss money, Lou?
Tell you what. Suppose I change my mind. Suppose I agree to negotiate with Georgette like you wanted.
When?
I'll see her this afternoon.
You mean it?
I promise, if you leave now, quietly.
Okay. Thanks, Lou. I really appreciate this. I'm so happy wait till I tell Georgette. Oh, I'm so happy.
What?
I said, Yahoo!
What do you say, pal?
Hello, Ben.
Lou, I've got some sensational news for you.
They're bringing back Prohibition?
I'm finally gonna let you off the hook. I'm gonna let you pay me back for saving your butt.
How?
Get me Mary.
Get you Mary? What's that supposed to mean?
Hey, come on, pal. You were in the Army. You don't need diagrams.
I'm sorry. I can't.
Pal, you owe me this favor. All you gotta do is ask her to go out with me. That's all.
You just want me to ask her to go out with you?
That's all.
Well, okay, but if you want to go out with her, why do you need me to ask her?
To put in a good word for me, Lou. Soften her up. You know, it's like in the Army. You pound them with your artillery till their resistance is broken, then you send in the troops.
I don't want to pound Mary with artillery. You don't even know what kind of a woman she is.
Oh, yes, I do, Lou. Mary's different. She's somebody special. Not like the girls I'm used to. Don't worry, she wouldn't be just a one-night stand.
You really mean that?
Absolutely. Mary's someone I'd be proud to take to Vegas for the weekend.
Mary back from lunch yet?
Well, no, Lou. What's up?
Don't worry, I did a terrible thing. I owe this old Army buddy a favor. He wants to go out with Mary tomorrow night, and I said I'd ask her.
Well, so what's wrong with that?
Oh, you don't know this guy. He's a real makeout artist. During the war, German women used to give him nylons. Oh, hey, Mary, are you busy tomorrow night?
No?
You sure?
Yeah?
But check your color, make sure.
Mr. Grant, what's this all about?
It's Ben. He finally figured out how he wants me to pay him back. He wants me to ask you to go out with him tomorrow night.
After 30 years, that's all he wants?
Yeah, I knew you wouldn't be interested.
No, Mr. Grant. I wouldn't mind going out with Ben. Not at all. I think it's kind of flattering that that's the way he'd like to be repaid.
You're sure?
Yeah.
You really wouldn't enjoy yourself, Mary.
Look, Ben isn't going to be in town all that long. I'd be delighted to show him a good time.
Oh, boy.
Hi, Mary.
Oh, hi, Georgette.
I've come to discuss Ted's raise with Lou. Frankly, I'm a little scared. I've never done anything like this before.
Oh, Georgette, don't be nervous. I'm sure you'll do just fine.
Come in.
Hi, Lou. Here I am.
Oh, yeah, right. Sit down, Georgette. Why don't we see if we can get this over as quickly as possible? Now, exactly what kind of a raise for Ted did you have in mind?
Well, seeing as how we have 2 children now, and the apartment is kind of small, we were thinking of maybe buying a house.
Georgette, I think I should tell you. The station really can't afford much money.
Oh, okay. Goodbye.
Wait a minute. Where are you going?
Well, if you don't have any money, we really don't have to have a house.
Georgette. That's just part of negotiating. You always tell the other person you can't afford to give them a raise, even if you can.
But that's lying.
No. It's not lying. It's taking a firm stance.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, then what am I supposed to say?
What? You're supposed to say that Ted has a lot of other offers.
But Ted doesn't have any other offers. So I guess we can't ask for a raise, which means we can't get the house. Unless I go back to work. But then I'll have to pay someone to watch the children while I'm working. But if I do that, then we'll just break even, and Ted will have to ask for a raise again, which he won't get because he doesn't have any other offers. Poor Ted.
Look, Georgette, I'll give Ted another $2,000 a year. How's that?
But you can't afford it. I don't want the station to go into debt.
The station won't go into debt. They got more money than they know what to do with.
Well, okay, but only if you think it's fair.
Georgette, it's not a question of what I think is fair. It's a question of what we'll be able to agree upon. Do you understand now?
Sure. What do you think we should agree upon?
Look, I'm willing to give Ted another $4,000 a year, and that's my final offer.
Are you sure you don't want to go back to 2?
I might go to 5.
Okay, we'll take the 4.
That's good. Now, you go out there and you buy yourself that little house. Okay?
Phew. Ted sure was right.
Huh?
You sure drive a hard bargain.
Hey, Mary, I had a great idea. If you want me to get you out of that date with Ben tonight, I know how to do it.
Mr. Grant, I don't mind going out with Ben, really.
Really, it's no trouble at all, Mary. All I do is tell him a little white lie. I'll say you fell down the elevator shaft.
Mr. Grant, are you afraid that Ben might make a pass at little me?
Something like that.
Oh, you were just born to be cute.
If anything happens to her on that date tonight, I'll kill myself.
Oh, come on, Lou. I'm sure that Mary has gone out with a lot of guys like Ben before.
No, not like this guy. When it comes to women, he's an animal.
I thought this guy was your friend, Lou.
Oh, not exactly. Not exactly. He's the kind of guy whose company you don't enjoy, but you tolerate him. Did you ever know anybody like that?
Great show, guys.
He must be listening at the door.
What's up?
Oh, nothing you'd be interested in, Ted.
Oh, discussing the news?
No, Ted. It's man talk.
Man talk. And I wouldn't be interested. What am I, a puppy? Mary, what is it?
Well, Lou's old army buddy is taking Mary out tonight, and Lou's afraid of what might happen.
Hey, relax, Lou. What's the worst thing Mary could do to this guy?
I really had a great time.
Oh, Ben, so did I. Would you like some brandy?
Love it.
Come on in. It's a shame you're going home so soon. Tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, I'm beginning to like it here. You know, Mary, this is really a nice-looking apartment.
Oh, thank you. I haven't lived here very long. The other place was nice, but it was kind of small. That's why I moved here. This one has a bedroom.
Smart move.
Who could that be at this hour? Who is it?
It's me, Lou.
Wonderful.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything. I just happen to be downstairs. Hi, Ben.
You just happen to be downstairs?
Yeah, sitting in my car.
And so you thought you'd just drop in?
Yeah, what are we drinking?
Mr. Grant, I don't want to be rude,
Oh,
but...
come on, Mary. Just a short one, and then I'm leaving. I promise. Hey. So, what did you two kids have for dinner tonight? I stopped at the drugstore. I had a veal cutlet, but I had to send it back. Do you know why?
No.
Because I ordered rice pudding. Hey, Ben, do you remember that cook we had?
Oh, Mr. Grant, you made me spill brandy on my...
Oh, it was an accident. I'll buy you another bottle.
I better get out of this. Excuse me.
Don't put on anything special for me, Mary. Make yourself comfortable. A robe will be fine.
Mary! Mary! Put on what you wore the other day. The tweed suit. With the knickers.
Lou, what are you doing here?
I came by to see my old buddy.
Well, take off. You're ruining everything.
Oh, come on, Ben. Nothing's gonna happen, and you know it.
Are you nuts? Mary's the kind I always look for. Never been married, no steady boyfriend. I'm telling you, she's a pushover. What makes you think nothing's gonna happen?
Just this.
Did I spill any brandy? Mr. Grant?
I suppose you're gonna say this is my fault.
What happened?
I punched him.
Why?
I have my reasons.
Mr. Grant, please leave my home.
Oh, come on, Mary.
I mean it, Mr. Grant. I'm not going to tolerate violence in my own living room. Actually hitting someone,
Please get out.
Why'd you hit me, Lou?
You had it coming. Mary, he had plans for you, big plans.
That's no reason to hit somebody. Mr. Grant, I am a big girl. I can take care of myself. Now, I don't know what Ben's plans were for this evening, but believe me, if he was going to try anything, he wasn't going to get away with it. Nothing would have happened. Nothing.
Now, hold on a second, Mary. Let's not be so definite about what would have happened. You may think nothing would have happened, but you don't know that for sure.
Well, excuse me, Ben, but it does take two people to make something happen, and since I am one of the people involved, I think I can say with complete certainty that I know nothing would have happened.
You may have been out with a lot of guys, Mary, but you haven't been out with Ben Selwyn. You see, what Ben Selwyn wants, Ben Selwyn gets.
Not from me, he doesn't.
Listen, Mary, I know your type. Cool, prim, proper on the outside, but inside a furnace. 10 minutes, I would have you begging for me.
Begging for you?
Make that 5 minutes.
Easy, man, you better get out of here. I don't know how much longer I can hold. No.
Thanks for a delightful evening, Mary. Lou, I'll see you in 10 years.
Yeah.
Oh, why didn't you let me hit him?
I was afraid you might kill him.
Just one, that's what I wanted. Just one.
Come on. Take it easy, relax. He's gone. Yes. There, that's better. Come on, sit down. You okay?
Yeah.
You were really going to punch him, weren't you?
You bet I was. Of all the arrogant, egotistical.
You were really going to flatten him.
I was going to cream him. What Ben Selwyn wants, Ben Selwyn gets. I should have knocked his block off. And as for you, bursting in here like I couldn't even take care of myself, who do you think you are?
I think maybe I better be...
Sit down! Now, you and I have to get something straight
No,
here.
Mary, you don't have to say anything. I know I owe you an apology for tonight. I guess I look on you as kind of a daughter, as someone who needs protection. I know it's not that way. But in my eyes, you'll always be that same wide-eyed, naive girl who came into my office 7 years ago looking for a job. I can't help it. That's just the way I see you. Sweet, innocent, vulnerable. I just hope you'll understand.
Oh, I think I can.
I really better be going.
Good night, Mr. Grant.
Good night, Rocky.
You got Ted a $4,000 raise? That's incredible. Say, listen, Georgette, I was planning on going in and asking Lou for a raise. Do you think maybe you could be my agent and ask him for me?
Oh, Murray, I wouldn't know what to say.
Well, you could just say the same things you said for Ted. You know, if it worked for him, I'm sure it would work for me.
Well, okay.
Thanks.
Murray?
Yeah.
Here.
Oh, Lou, can I speak to you for a second?
Sure, Georgette. What is it?
Well, seeing as how Murray and I have 2 children now and the apartment is we were thinking of maybe buying a house. Of course, if you don't have any money, maybe we don't
Who can turn the world on with her smile? Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have a town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Have another?
Mary, when are we going to eat dinner?
Pretty soon. I'm waiting for another guest.
Well, who else do you know?
I invited Nell Price.
Mary, I'm surprised at you being so insecure. You have to butter up the station manager by having him to dinner.
Ted.
I'll get it. Mel, we were worried sick about you.
Hi, Mary. Hi, Lou.
Hi.
Georgette. Hi. I'm sorry I'm late. There was a little problem at the station. Mort Lockwood just walked out. Suddenly find myself with an hour of variety programming to fill.
Oh, my God.
Ted, aren't you taking it awfully hard?
Well, the poor man. He wakes up this morning like any other day, and he has to fill a whole hour of programming. I don't know where you're going to get anybody else in a hurry.
Ted, are you suggesting that you can handle this show?
Well, it hadn't occurred to me, but it's a darn good notion.
You don't understand, Ted. This is not just a news show. It needs an entertainer.
Hey, guys, he thinks I'm not an entertainer. What's this? Mary, do you have a large blindfold?
Gee, I'm sorry, Ted. All my blindfolds are in the wash. What would a napkin do?
Oh, sure. This is a little something Georgette and I worked up as an act for a church benefit. Come on, everybody, inside. Okay, take it, Georgette.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ted is going to demonstrate mental powers you never knew he had.
What you gonna do, come in out of the rain?
As I pass among you, I'm going to ask each one for an object which the amazing Theodore, completely blindfolded, will correctly identify just by reading my mind. Ready, Teddy?
Ready.
I'm holding an object, Ted, and thinking about it.
I'm getting very strong waves.
Ted, get the lead out and let's come to the point.
Aha! I think I have it. You're holding a pencil.
The amazing Theodore! What am I holding now, Ted? Don't blow it.
You're holding a trumpet.
Who would be carrying a trumpet?
A trombone.
Think carefully, Ted. Everybody knows
Everybody knows what?
that, this is nothing to sneeze at.
Ah, I'm getting very strong waves.
No more hanky-panky, Ted.
I'm getting very, very strong waves.
Ted, what I'm holding is made of cloth, and you squeeze it with your fingers and you blow into it.
It's a bagpipe.
Ted, you big palooka, we don't have a signal for a bagpipe. But I think you did very well, don't you?
Weren't they unbelievable, Mary?
Unbelievable.
The way they worked with each other, the tenderness, the innocent charm. When was the last time you heard anybody called a palooka?
I didn't mean it in a bad way. I think he's a nice palooka.
Oh, I know. And it shows. In fact, I think the two of you are the cutest husband and wife team I've seen in years. How'd you like to turn pro?
Great idea.
And you won't even have to give up the news show. I just think that a husband and wife team could add a whole new element to that show.
You said a mouthful there. Because it took you a little longer than most people, but it was worth waiting for.
Oh, look at the set.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Mary.
Hi, Georgette.
Gee, thanks for coming.
Oh, are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it. Your opening show.
Well, it's just an audition, Mary. If we blow it, it's also our closing show.
No.
Ah, you won't blow it. Where's Ted?
Talking to the choreographer.
The choreographer? I didn't know the show was going to have dancing.
Well, it wasn't. It was Ted's idea. He wants a big production number on every show.
How can you have a production number? There's just you, Ted, and one guest.
I know. I hope the bishop can dance.
Hey, Lou, Mary.
Hi, Ted.
Hey, I had no idea show business was so exciting. The station's really giving us the big star treatment. You know, we just left the dressing room. There's a 12-year-old bottle of scotch and a bouquet of roses. Who knows, maybe next week there'll be something for you, Georgette. Hey, you know the best thing of all? They gave me a flunky.
A flunky?
Well, yeah, you know, Star needs someone to do errands for them. Elliot.
Yes, sir.
This is my flunky. Give him some pictures.
I have one, Elliot. Come on, Ted. Let's get started.
Okay. If you want those autographed, Elliot can do that, too. Make them personal. They're close friends.
Wish us luck.
Yeah.
Good luck.
A lot of luck.
Thanks.
Gee, this is exciting. It's like being at
Los Alamos.
Los Alamos.
Birthplace of the biggest bomb in history.
Oh, Mr. Grant.
Well, here we go. Any predictions?
Yeah, it should shorten the war by at least 2 years.
Good evening and welcome to Tonight in Town. And here are tonight's guest hosts, Ted and Georgette Baxter.
Hello, hello.
Hooray, hooray.
I'm Ted.
And I'm Georgette.
Don't touch that dial.
Don't go away.
You ain't seen...
Nothing yet.
We're not talking A-bomb, Mary. We're talking H-bomb.
That was cute.
Huh?
That was pretty cute. Well, I wouldn't want to see it often, but it was cute.
Well, here we are, Teddy Bear, on our very own show.
Live from Minneapolis. And I'd like to say hello to all my friends out there.
And if it's okay, I'd like to say hello to our children. Hi, David. Hi, Mary Lou.
And I'd like to say a word to our babysitter. I'm not paying you $1 an hour to watch television.
He's only kidding. Don't pay attention to this big mug.
They really are cute, Lou.
Adorable. Well, Mary, I think I'll go now. I'll see you in the office tomorrow.
No, Mr. Grant, you got to watch the rest of the show.
Oh, that's okay. I've gotten the flavor of it.
A real friend would stay for the whole show.
And now it's time for our first commercial. But don't go away, everybody. As soon as we get back, the amazing Theodore, that's Teddy, is going to show us his incredible mind-reading ability.
Okay, let's go.
This part of the program is brought to you by Bowser Banquet, the doggy food that every dog loves.
Yes, sir. You just watch Happy here gobble up her Bowser Banquet. Okay, come and get it. Come on, Happy. Here you are, atta girl. It's all for you. It's all yours. Go ahead, gobble it up. You want to play choo-choo. Okay, here comes the choo-choo. Woo! Please. Well, I guess you forgot about playing choo-choo. Did you want to grow up to be a Great Dane? Come on, it's really good for you. I'll show you how good it is. I'll taste it for you. Dog food!
Hey, Lou, look, I gotta ask you something. You were a crime reporter. I mean, you've seen appalling things. Nothing ghastly shocks you. So, would you explain why...
The success of the Ted and Georgette show.
Exactly. Now, they've been on almost 2 weeks, Lou, and, well, their ratings are higher than ever. Now, why do people watch that stuff, Lou? It's so ordinary. You got the dumb talent hunt, you got the beautiful baby contest. Oh, you know who the big guests were yesterday? A couple celebrating the 3rd wedding anniversary. Hey, Lou, where do they find those guests? I mean, they're so dull. The night watchmen and the dry cleaners. It's like they make dull a requirement to get on the show.
Go figure it out, Murray. Who with any intelligence would want to be on a show like that?
Hey, guys, guess what?
What?
I'm going to be a guest on the Ted and Georgette show next week. What's so funny?
Oh, we were just asking where do Ted and Georgette get their talent, and you just strolled right on in.
Oh,
yeah.
right at that instant.
Yeah, that very instant. So, what are you going to do on the show, Mary?
I think they probably want to ask me some questions about producing a news show. Of course, they want a light touch, too. So I thought of an opening joke.
You going to tell an opening joke?
Yeah, and I want to try it out on you because I don't want to use it unless it's very funny.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I thought I would say, I'm very glad to be here tonight. Of course, the way my cabbie drove, I'd be glad to be anywhere. Is it very funny?
I guess it is.
I think it's funny.
I knew it was.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Can I have Elliot get anybody a cup of coffee?
No, thank you.
Cream and sugar.
I thought you drank it black.
Well, I do, but I'm training him to handle a little more responsibility. Well, enough chit-chat. I'm a busy man. Mary, the baseball player we had scheduled for tonight fell out. We want you to fill in for him.
Me? Tonight?
What are you going to be on next week anyway? What's the difference?
But, Ted, it's so sudden. I mean, I don't have time to prepare for it.
What's to prepare? It's an interview. We ask you how the news is done, and you tell us.
Yeah, it's about time Ted found out anyhow.
If you're a pro, you can be ready at a moment's notice. Right?
Right.
When I'm right, I'm right.
Well, Mary, what do you say? Time is money. Can you get yourself ready in a couple of hours?
No. Yes, I guess. I don't...
All right, fine. It's settled. I've got to go. I've got to check those sets. Say goodbye for me. I don't have time.
Goodbye.
Hello, Mom. Listen, I'm not going to be on the show next week. I'm going to be on tonight. Okay, I'll talk to you afterwards. Bye-bye. Georgette, hi! Oh, I am so excited. I'm going to be on the show tonight. I mean, I'm not even sure I'll know what to say, but I am really excited.
Me too, Mary. I'm thrilled to death.
Good. Georgette, what is it?
I don't want to do the show anymore.
Why not?
I don't enjoy it. I spend all day at the studio. I never see my children. I never get to cook a meal. I never get to do anything in my own house. And I miss doing those things, Mary. Maybe it's dumb.
No, Georgette, that's not dumb.
I never wanted to be a performer. I just did it because Ted wanted me to. And now the show's a hit and I can't get out of it and I want my old life back. Oh, Mary, can you understand that?
Of course I can.
Am I being unreasonable?
Of course you're not.
Does it make any sense at all?
Sure it does.
Damn right.
Georgette, why don't you just go to Ted and tell him you don't want to do the show anymore?
Because it means so much to him. It would break his heart if he had to give it up.
But Georgette, you got to think of yourself, too. You can't go through life unhappy. I mean, there's no point in being a martyr.
I guess you're right, Mary. I have to talk to Ted. But I want to find the right moment. I think I'll wait till tonight when we're alone together in bed, and then I'll tell him I don't want to anymore. And when he finds out that I mean the show, he'll be so relieved he'll agree to anything.
Thank you for your nice letter. It's always nice to hear from a fan. I can't honor your request for tickets,
But I am enclosing an autographed picture.
And how shall I sign that?
Your loving son, Ted.
5 minutes, Ted.
Oh, hi, honey. How's Mary?
Oh, she's a little nervous, but she'll be fine.
Ah, sure she will. Am I right?
You're right.
When I'm right, I'm right. We have such a bright future, Georgette.
Right, Ted?
Hey, what's the matter?
Nothing.
Yes, there is. When a guy's married as long as I have, he gets to spot those little clues. Elliot, find out what's the matter.
Ted, you and I will talk about it when we're alone.
We are alone. Oh, okay, that's enough. Thanks a lot. I mean, let's face it, how can you improve on God's handiwork? Thank you.
Hey, what's bothering you?
We're still not alone, Ted.
Sorry, Elliot. Would you excuse me?
Certainly, Mr. Baxter. Anything you say?
Ted, I want to talk to you about the show. I don't want to do it now, but I think we should sit down and have a serious talk afterward.
Why can't we talk about it now?
It's too close to airtime.
So?
It might upset you.
Hey, you're talking to Ted Baxter, the professional's professional. I don't get upset by things.
Well, you might.
Nothing you could say to me could affect my performance out there.
That's not true. Remember the time Murray told you just before the news that Lassie was 3 different dogs? And you had to have ice pressed against the back of your neck before you could go on?
Hey, Georgia, if there's something you want to talk about, let's talk.
All right. Ted, I don't want to do the show anymore. I tried. I really tried. But I'm really not happy.
Oh, Georgette, that's out of the question. We're a big hit. We've got to do the show, and that's all there's to it.
All right, Ted, if that's what you really want.
Hey. You know, Teddy Bear doesn't like to see his Georgette looking sad.
Come on now. Let me see your nice, big, happy face.
There, that's better.
Jerry, do you want to sit in the middle?
Sit in the middle.
And don't worry, this will be fun.
How can you do this to me, Georgette? Right in the middle of a successful show.
Okay, everybody, here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Live from Minneapolis, here are Ted and Georgette Baxter.
Hello.
Hooray, hooray.
I'm Ted.
And I'm Georgette.
Don't touch that dial.
Don't go away.
You ain't seen.
Nothing yet. Why don't you tell everybody about tonight's guest, honey?
Mary Richards, the producer of the 6 o'clock news.
We'll be back with our guest right after these messages. Ted, I can't do it. I tried. I gave it all I had, but I just can't do it. I'm sorry for letting you down.
Hey, wait a minute, Georgette. Georgette!
5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
You know, I'm sure that any people who are watching must be wondering why I'm here alone, and I know that people usually enjoy behind-the-scenes stuff, and the reason that I'm here alone is because Ted and Georgette aren't here. But I think that they'll be back shortly, if there's a God in heaven. I produce the 6 o'clock news, and I'm sure that they plan to ask me a lot of questions about that. Like, how long have I been producing the news? 7 years. Do I enjoy it? Sure do. Well, what exactly does a producer do? Oh, boy, you name it. Well, okay. One of the things that I do is setting the whole lineup for the show, seeing, how many commercials we have and when they come in the show. Like, when's the next commercial in this show? 17 minutes?
It won't work, Ted. Please, you can do this alone.
No, I can't. I checked. You want the both of us on the show. What would it be like without you? Hello, hello. I'm Ted. Don't touch that dial. You ain't seen. I need you, honey.
I'm sorry, Ted, but I can't help it. Why does it just seem more important to me to raise the children than to do the show?
I mean, what do you think? I wouldn't want to change diapers and scrub the floor? I mean, somebody's got to put on makeup and sit in the spotlight.
Ted, one of us has got to make a big sacrifice.
Oh, gee. Why does it always have to be you?
And then there's that question that everybody wants an answer to. What do I do after I check the promo log? Well, I'd like to answer that question, but I'm afraid I don't have any time. Oh, I do have time.
Ted, I can't do it.
This is very important to you, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
All right. All right, I'll give it up. I'll give it up. I'll give up the fame. I'll give up the money. But can I ask one thing of you in return?
Sure.
Can I keep Elliot?
Sometimes there's some film to look at, and then I brown bag it in the screening room. Am I getting too technical? Oh, it's time for a commercial already. Okay, I'm sure Jed and Ted will be back soon, so don't go away.
Back in 30 seconds.
I can't. I just can't.
Keep doing what you're doing.
I can't do it. I can't.
What's wrong, Miss Richards?
You have no idea how lonely it is up there.
Yeah? Try being a messenger boy for Howard Hughes.
You were a messenger boy for Howard Hughes?
Yeah, for 3 years. Nobody ever let me talk. All I did all day was listen.
Elliot, come sit down. We're going to give you a chance to talk. Isn't it always the way just when you give up hope? Okay, guys, come on, let's move it. Let's get those cameras rolling. We got a show to do here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello again. My next guest is Elliot. Elliot, what were you just telling me your job was for 3 years?
Errand boy for Howard Hughes.
Then did you actually meet Mr. Hughes and get to speak with him?
Oh, yeah, lots of times.
Well, then I imagine you have many stories to tell us about Mr. Hughes's last years.
About 1 million or 2, that's all.
Okay. Why don't you just tell us some of the things you used to do for him?
Well, one of the things I did was I used to make him snacks.
Oh.
Yeah, one of his favorites was this very special peach melba I used to make for him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was a scoop of vanilla ice cream on top of a plain pound cake with fresh peaches with a little bit of chocolate syrup. Oh, he used to really love that.
I don't blame him. I'd love some myself.
All right, Miss Richards, I'll get you one.
No!